Campus of Oakland High School in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where we are thankfully set for high school basketball action. A non-district doubleheader between Oakland and Upperman. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. The lovely Madison McKay producing things for us this evening. And after 11 long days away from the floor for these two teams, they're set to get back to it. The snow has mostly melted. The ice is gone. And we're going to play high school basketball tonight. We're moments away from tip-off in the first half of our doubleheader. A good one between the Oakland Lady Patriots and the Upperman Lady Bees. We're live on UCR3 and the UCR Facebook and the UCR YouTube channel this evening. So you got a couple of choices for where you're going to watch this game. We've got a total of 4 doubleheaders streaming live. This is the Crouch Team with Highlands Elite Real Estate pregame show over on the main UCR Facebook page, a big one in District 7 Single A as Pickett County host Clay County. Over on UCR2 this evening is another Upper Cumberland matchup, and two of the best coaches, maybe two Mount Rushmore coaches in the area face off as Livingston takes on Clark Range. Of course, here on UCR3, we've got this one over on UCR4. It's Wilson Central against Cookeville. The Oakland Lady Patriots entered this game with a 9-8 overall record, but they're playing good basketball before that extended break under head coach Jessica Southern. They've won 3 games in a row. They're 2-0 in their district. And their last game out was on Friday, January 12th, a 42-36 victory against Siegel. The Upperman Lady Bees are also playing very good basketball before that break. Under head coach Dana McWilliams, they are 18-2 on the season, 3-0 in District 7 AAA. They were coming off a 41-28 victory over DeKalb County on Friday, January 12th. The Lady Bees have won 7 games in a row, had that little quick spurt where they lost 2 in a row, since then rallied back with 7 straight victories. They'll look to make it 8 when we come back. All the action between Upperman and Oakland. Coverage of this game is presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Get your new year started in your new ride. With a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the all-new 2024 Chevy Trax and Silverado, Frontier Chevy is ready to get you into your next vehicle. View inventory online at www.kcchevy.com or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Frontier Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network. The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for his same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student-athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Hone and develop your skills on the court with professional basketball player development from Legacy Athletics. Call 931-303-3356 or follow them on Instagram at legacy_athletics or on Twitter at jwinningham25 for more information today. Legacy Athletics, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Everything you need in a new home. This new construction open split bedroom plan in the Honeybrook subdivision has 1,560 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and features a tankless water heater, natural gas heat, and central air. And a new price of $304,900. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581.
Welcome back. Moments away from tip-off between the Upperman Lady Bees and the Oakland Lady Patriots. The starting lineups are as follows. First for the Oakland Lady Patriots under head coach Jessica Southern with an overall record of 9-8, 2-0 in their district. Number 3, Allura Cox. Number 11, Khaleesi Bass. Number 21, Kyla Joy. Number 22, Cadence Wisniewski. And number 40, Chloe Phillips. For the Upperman Lady Bees and the 18-2 overall record, 3-0 in District 7 AAA under head coach Dana McWilliams. The same starters we've seen all season long. The Bellas, the Gracies, and Taylor. Number 4, Bella Mullins. Number 5, Bella Stiles. Number 11, Gracie Hamilton. Number 12, Taylor Delenti. And number 22, Gracie Butler. Starters once again for the Lady Patriots, Cox, Bass, Wisniewski, Joy, and Phillips. The starters for the Lady Bees, Mullins, Stiles, Hamilton, Delenti, and Butler. Once again, I'm Noah McKay. She's Madison McKay producing things for us this evening. Sure are glad that you're along with us this evening, and it feels great to be back in a gym. We had a couple of games yesterday, really one main doubleheader between White County and Livingston. It was a split doubleheader with the White County Warriorettes getting a win and Livingston boys getting a victory. And we're back to action here, 4 doubleheaders for you across our networks. Many more games happening around the state. It's going to be a very busy week. We'll have the rare Wednesday night doubleheader, 2 of them tomorrow night. Upperman against Sparta on the main page. Laverne against Cookeville on UCR2. We'll have games on Friday and Saturday to go along with it. Oakland, the home team, they're going to have the white jerseys, white shorts, red numbers and letters on the front and the back with some black trim. Upperman in the new jerseys this year, the road gray jerseys, gray shorts, gold numbers on the front and the back with Baxter in black with gold trim across the chest plate. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Whether you're watching on UCR3 or the YouTube channel, we're happy to have you along with us this evening on what has all of a sudden turned into a great day. It's in the mid-50s outside in Murfreesboro. About an hour drive or so from Baxter here to Oakland High School. Player to watch in this game did not play in the first meeting, but she's a really good player. Will come off the bench tonight for Oakland, Alana Poole, number 23. We'll point her out to you. Chloe Phillips has got the size advantage. Gracie Butler against her in the circle. And here we go. It's time to play high school basketball. And Gracie Butler says, forget the size advantage. She wins the tip. And Bella Mullins starts out action here. Right side, Taylor Delenti. She's been great this season. The most consistent Lady B, really emerged as a star across the area. There goes Gracie Butler inside. Throws up the shot. No call. But Stiles gets in there for a tie-up. Possession arrow belongs to Oakland. But Bella Stiles flips that arrow. 17 seconds into this ball game. Full court press early on here for Upperman. That's not a huge surprise. They'll go into that zone at some point, you would imagine. A lot of times they'll start man-to-man. Flip pass ahead finds Phillips. It was all Upperman in the first meeting back on December 5th, 55-30. And again, they didn't have Poole in that matchup. She's not starting. We'll see if she gets in here. We anticipate at some point she will. As Oakland goes left side now, a turning shot inside, losing handle on it instead. Now we've got to fight for it on the floor. It's not tied up, and it ends up finding Phillips. Oakland with new life on the possession. Bass with it now at the top of the key. Bass fires over left wing side. Off the ball screen, jump stop, pull up in the mid-range. No, missed everything. And unable to be saved in. It'll go back the other way to the Lady Bees. Carolyn is watching. Brenda is as well. Petey's tuning in. I'm not surprised. What's up, brother? Joanne Lefevre is watching. A partisan crowd. Not surprised about that. Bella Mullins going to drive inside, now forced to retreat. Mullins waits for Delenti, or rather Butler, to arrive. Gracie Butler has it. Butler off the dribble, starts to drive, now forced back out. Not a huge crowd, unfortunately. That's kind of the norm for the girls' games here in Rutherford County. Bella Mullins going to drive inside, goes up strong, good and one. Nice take for Mullins, and she's going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to try to complete a three-point play. Nice take for Bella Mullins, who's also having a really great season. She's kind of taken this role of being the point guard of the Lady Bees this year. She's executing at a high level. And she bottoms the free throw. And it's 3-0 Upperman here with 6:38 to go in the first. Cox with it. Gonna work across that Patriots logo. Now sends a dangerous pass. Delenti got in there, punched it away, went right to Butler. Now Gracie Butler with speed. Numbers if they hurry. Butler coast to coast with a feed across to Hamilton for 2. Defense turning into offense for Upperman here. And you wouldn't be able to tell through a couple of minutes that they had 9 days off. Were able to get back into the gym late last week. But they were in a great rhythm with that 7-game winning streak. They're the number 2 ranked team in the UC top 5. Now they drive in, and they're going to have a foul for a block as Mullins couldn't quite keep that positioning. So Mullins called for the first personal foul. Inbound coming, running out of time. Just at the last second, it finds Cox. She's working on Gracie Hamilton. Lady B's in a man-to-man set defensively. Now back to Bass. Upperman wants to get a lead early and then just play that suffocating defense and frustrate their opponent. 3 for Bass. She thought about it. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. Still loose. Phillips and Stiles in there. It's the jump with the arrow belonging to the road team. Michael is watching. Danny is as well. We welcome you in. If you're on Facebook, hit the like button. Share the stream. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, please, and thumbs up. Here comes Bella Mullins. Now she slams the brakes, gives out to Stiles. The Campbellsville signee thinks about the 3. Instead fires a pass that's tipped and intercepted. Here they come the other way. In transition, Cox fires it to the baseline. Bass a little mid-range bunny. Rims all the way around and falls through. And that's Khalees Bass who puts it in. And Oakland is on the board, turning defense into offense of their own. Now on the other end, we're going to have a blocking foul as Butler just trying to drive in and gets Bass to pick up. Oh, pardon me, that's Joy. That's her first personal. It's going to be a baseline inbound here for Upperman. Bella Mullins will go to take it. Still early on in this one, 5:12 to go in the opening quarter. Mullins fires a pass that was kicked, and that is a 2-point saving kick for Cox because Butler came free down on the backside and was going to have an easy layup. Instead, we'll go back to the inbounds pass from the Oakland baseline logo. Hamilton gives out to Stiles. She lines up the 3. That no good at the front of the rim, but the rebound finds Hamilton in the soft spot. Hamilton picks up her dribble, now sends back to Mullins. Mullins runs it up to the wing, now Hamilton. Gracie Hamilton from way downtown. That one no good, rebound down. It's going to be taken up the other way by Oakland. Lady Patriots can get within 1 or tie. A little mid-range throw-up shot, no. The putback won't go either. Butler started firing and instead went off a foot of a Lady Patriot who puts it in. Alora Cox puts it in, and right place, right time for Cox, and 4 straight here for Oakland. Have them back within 1. And that sends Sadie South to the scorer's table here for Upperman. The freshman sharpshooter. Hamilton picks up, finds Butler floating inside, but no good. Short on the layup attempt. And here they'll come the other way with Bass. You can't ask for a better look as that one is just off the fingertips of the Lady Patriots. They'll go back to Upperman. Just didn't fall inside. South going to check in here for Butler. South has been really, really good this year for Upperman, playing her role. As Mullins has it, she's going to be met by Cox. Now sends it Stiles, left wing Hamilton. Hamilton waits as Delenti pops off the screen. Delenti, they're trying to line up those 3s. That time it's well defended. Hamilton has it swept away with Wisniewski, and now she'll bring it up the other way with a bunch of speed. Puts it up with the right hand, too strong, no good. Good transition defense by Bella Mullins. It'll stay on that end with Oakland. Could have been an easy 2. Mullins didn't give up on the play and forced the miss. And now Cora Bass going to get in. She's in for Gracie Hamilton. Inbound from the baseline here. And just with 4.999 seconds off that 5-second clock, they get it in. Cox with it. And there's that vaulted 2-3 zone look of the Upperman Lady Bees. They send it over left side, that into the low block. Turnaround shot blocked by Stiles. Right there, though, again, is Cox, who has 4 points of just being in the right position as the ball is found her. Now Stiles runs the floor. Bass sends her the pass. Back ahead to Cora Bass. Now South. South sends it to Mullins as Butler quickly back to the scorer's table. Mullins picks up her dribble. Now Bass. Cora Bass activates to the baseline. Now back out. Finds Taylor Delenti. 6 straight points for Oakland. Has Upperman down by just 1 here with 3:20 to go in the opening quarter. South right side to Mullins. Mullins back to Bass. Bass sees the lane, starts to drive in. Now forced back out. Sadie South. South to Bass. Now Mullins. Mullins flip pass over back to Cora Bass on the edge of that Patriots logo at center court. Now they're looking for that backdoor lob pass, but it was well shielded. South gets free though for 3, no good. Rebound down. Upperman has gone cold from the field here after a fast start. Patriots looking to capitalize. Bass going to slice through, throws up the runner, no. Rebound ricochets. It's knocked out of play, I think, by Stiles. And it was, so it stays with Oakland. Gracie Butler in for Stiles, so New 5 on the floor here for Upperman. Butler, Delenti, Mullins, South, and Bass. Baseline inbound coming here for the Lady Patriots. And that time it is 5 seconds. They got very close to it a couple of times, and third time was the charm. Possession back to Upperman. Doing a good job of denying those entrance passes there off the inbound plays. Bella Mullins going to get a breather here. Gracie Hamilton back in. Again, 9 days since you played. You're in great game shape in the middle of January. All of a sudden, you've been home for a few days before getting back into the gym to practice. You may see more subs today. And also can't forget, they got a huge game tomorrow as Butler drives in, throws up the shot. No, rebound down to Oakland. Make no mistake about it. For Upperman, tomorrow, way more important when they travel to Sparta and Roy Sewell Gymnasium. Bass drives in the lane, and we're going to foul called on the floor. That will not count. See who this one goes against. She went through the lane and got bumped. That one going to go on Sadie South. That's her first, team second. This time they're able to get a free inbound, send it over right side. Now looking baseline, that's an errant pass, and it'll go to Upperman. Still no Alana Poole, and you may not see her today. It's a non-district game, so wouldn't necessarily stun me if you don't. Butler back to Delenti. Battling through an injury. Now Bass with it. Bass going to drive and kick. Butler lines up the 3. She needs to get rolling, and the bank is open on a late night in Murfreesboro. Asanya Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Gracie Butler. Had a couple of looks that just haven't gone her way. We'll see if that one gets her back in rhythm. That pass knocked away by Delenti as Upperman has regained an 8-6 lead after several scoreless minutes. Ava Mae Allen and Bella Mullins back in for Bass and South. Danita's watching, cheering on the Bees. Well, the boys' game to follow this one. Should be a fun one. Again, taking a long time to get it inbounded. Now they do to Murray. Murray gives back. And Coach McWilliams orchestrating this defense, trying to match up a little bit. Nash with it. Now they go to the free throw line. That's typically the soft spot in the zone, but that's where this team changes a little bit, is now they're in a man-to-man look. Driving in Nash. Throws up the right-handed runner. No. Rebound down. Butler has it. Nearly stolen away, and it'll be a jump ball. The possession arrow belongs to Oakland. 1:09 to go in the first quarter. It's 8-6. And Stiles goes to the table. Taylor Delenti going to get a breather here. Coach McWilliams rotating through the players, trying to keep them fresh. No question about it. Inbounds goes into the left wing side. Now driving in. Trying to go up and over the very tall Stiles. Nothing doing. Rebound down. And Butler with a ton of speed. Gracie Butler is fouled, and she will go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. Once she gets ahead of steam, look out. It is tough to slow down the sophomore guard. And she's going to line it up. Third team foul there against Oakland. Wisniewski called for it. Butler flies away the front end, and it's no good off the front of the rim. Second one, little adjustment up and through for Gracie Butler. She's got 4 in the first quarter. That leads or tied for the lead with Laura Cox for the Patriots. And it's back to a 3-point lead for Upperman. And the other end, Nash being harassed by the trap. She gets it over to the open teammate. Shot up and good. That's a nice finish for Amaya Nash. A little contact, able to finish up and good off the glass. Nicely done there for the Lady Patriots. They're back within a point. Yeah, Coach McWilliams is going to play a lot of players tonight. Seeing some new subs into the game. About to check in here. Ava Mae Allen able to hand off to Hamilton if they don't hold for the last shot, which they certainly could at 27 seconds to go in the frame. Hamilton works it around the world. Back right side for Mullins. Mullins slams the brakes and retreats. Bella Mullins now picked up defensively, so has to deliver over to Butler. We've got 10 seconds on the clock here. Butler back ahead to Mullins. She is bumped, and there's the call. This one going to go on Cox. That's her second, so that could be a big one as Cox, the main ball handlers for this team, has 2 fouls. Delenti back in. Sadie South back in. And they want number 12 on the floor in these spots, no question about it. The shooters are on the floor here for Upperman. This is going to be Lady Bees basketball. Butler to inbound. Looking, running out of time. Floats it, looking for South, and South able to disrupt it as it was nearly stolen. Oakland with it, 6 seconds left. Enough time if they hurry. Into the front court they come with Bass. Bass works it through, throws up the runner, no good. And that brings us to the end of an exciting first quarter. After several days off, both teams with an up-and-down opening frame. After what? It's Upperman 9, Oakland 8. Coverage of this game is presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Landers Trade, your home solution store at 250 East Stratton Avenue in Monterey. Landers Trade is your home for Milwaukee, Blackstone, and Rocky Boots. 250 East Stratton Avenue, Monterey, your home solutions store.
The Crossroads Auction Group are the Upper Cumberland's auction experts. As a full-service auction company, they take your stress away every step of the way. Servicing the entire Upper Cumberland, the Crossroads Auction Group gets your property ready from cleanup, setup, picture-taking, up to the auction and beyond. They handle all auctions from estates, residential, farms, land, commercial, and everything else. For more information, visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com or call 931-644-7149 today. The Crossroads Auction Group are proud sponsors of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Entering the second quarter of play here in Murfreesboro, it's 9-8. Upperman with a lead over Oakland. Over on UCR 4, Cookeville way out in front of Wilson Central, 29-10 in the first quarter. Livingston leads Clark Range 15-7 over on UCR 2. And Pickett County, they lead Clay County 20-8 after 1 on the main page. Left side pass goes here to Gracie Butler. Butler with it. Now Ava Mae Allen. Ava Mae Allen finds Bella Mullins. Mullins with a behind-the-back dribble to get some separation. Oakland in the man-to-man defense here. Upperman started out quick. 5-0 run. Oakland settled back in. Upperman missed some easy ones. As Butler picks up her dribble, finds Delenti. Taylor Delenti looking to get it rolling. Good. Got the roll on the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate 3. It's the first triple of the night for Taylor Delenti. The leading scorer for Upperman's on the board. Now right side pass, a little drive into the baseline, finding the soft spot in the defense. Good and 1. And Coach McWilliams wants timeout. She is not going to be happy about that. Not sure if she wants timeout or just frustrated. Couldn't tell if that was a clap or a timeout. Kyla Joy got the finish, and it is a 30-second timeout for Coach McWilliams. She is not happy about that one as Joy just kind of sat down there. 2 different Lady Bees went to the baseline to try to block the shot, and that allowed Joy to be wide open. And then the extra added on insult to injury of the foul. She can make it a 1-point game if she bottoms this free throw. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we got a big one. 2 of them on the main page. These Upperman Lady Bees and the Bees take on the White County Warriorettes and Warriors. Well, the girls' game set to start at 6. Over in UCR 2, it'll be a district matchup between Cookeville and Laverne. Going to be a busy week, if you can't tell already. Happy to have you along with us this evening. And Kyla Joy is going to attempt a free throw here. Out of this timeout, we'll get back to action. Little pep band is here. That's good to see. Always adds to the atmosphere. Free throw, low line drive that falls through for Joy, and it's a 1-point game. Full court pressure look here out of Oakland. Bella Mullins fires a pass that's tipped in the sheer height of Amaya Nash. Now she triggers the 3, no good. A good rebound for Gracie Butler. Now Butler in some trouble, able to calmly get it ahead to Hamilton. Hamilton wisely accelerates, and a travel is called, so that shot won't count, and possession goes back to Oakland as Hamilton went to pass it, apparently took one too many steps. So an Oakland team I mentioned, they're playing better basketball. They play a pretty tough schedule. They're 9-8. They had won 3 games in a row, though, and they're undefeated in the district. They've played several Upper Cumberland teams this year, They could face some more. They're in the same region with Cookeville, so in a region tournament you could see that matchup. Cookeville handled business against them, as did York and this Upperman team earlier on in the year. But as we know, January is not December, and now stepping on the line, it'll be a turnover. Possession back to Upperman. Nash wanted a foul call, but not going to get it. Cora Bass going to check in here. She's in for Bella Stiles. And, yeah, I think Coach McWilliams, that's an adjustment to the pressure, these trap looks that they're getting, get more ball handlers and guards on the floor. Cora Bass floats it ahead to Mullins. Mullins back to Bass. Now, dangerous pass, but it finds Butler. Gracie Butler decisively drives and is fouled. Wisniewski called for her second personal, and it's going to be a trip back to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for Gracie Butler to shoot two. Ava Mae Allen to the table. She's about to check in here for Upperman. Butler doing what makes her so good, getting inside, getting to the line. First free throw flown away and good. Two for two for Gracie Butler. She's got 6 points in this first half, and with 6:26 to go in the second, it's 14-11. Now that's an errant pass thrown out of play, and we are going to see Alana Poole, so we wondered when she would get in. You got that big brace on her right knee. She is in. She's a game changer for Oakland, especially when she's at 100%. Long three for Delenti, no good, couldn't get the roll. Rebound down, and here comes Oakland the other way. Pushing it with tempo into the front court, coast to coast, and a great job by Butler to disrupt. Mullins with the rebound, and now that one swatted out of play. Stopped what would have been a probably transition bucket for Butler, but Upperman with the basketball. Great job in transition by Gracie Butler that time. Bass sends it ahead to Delenti. Taylor Delenti. They're giving her room to operate. They got their center, Chloe Phillips, out there guarding her. That is an interesting decision. A lot of speed advantage there. Delenti, she's thinking about it too, you can see. Now gives off to Bass. Wonder if they may try to go isolation with the sophomore guard. Driving in Bass, kicks over Delenti. She's going to put the dribble down. Step back three now, no good. Off the front of the rim, rebound down, and it's able to be tracked down by the Lady Patriots. Now here's Alana Poole. You see, she looks different with the basketball in her hands. Some God-given abilities for that young lady. She's worked hard to get back into the lineup. She's got the size and the skill set to be a player at the next level. Right wing pass. Kyla Joy with it. Now to the top of the circle, they're working around left side. That's a big difference maker. All those games they lost against these Upper Cumberland teams, they didn't have her. They still don't fully have her, but it's going to be a big, big difference the second time around for some of these squads. Left wing pass here. Now back to the top of the circle. They work it around, slicing through, losing handle on it. It was knocked away by Mullins and Allen, and a great job by Butler to dive on the floor and get it. Here's Bella Mullins with it now. Mullins weaving her way. One-on-one, now Butler. Butler, she's going to drive inside off a screen. Butler puts it up and in for two. Nice take. Gracie Butler's having a good first half. She's got 8 points, and a timeout call by Coach Southern with 4:33 to go in the second as Upperman's reopened up a 5-point lead at 16-11. And one of the biggest X factors for Upperman over this 7-game winning streak has been the reemergence of Gracie Butler. We saw her turn into really a superstar at the end of last season. She took over the district and region tournaments, had a little bit of a slow start this year. Nobody has anything negative to say about that. We all understand. And as she's kind of gotten her sea legs back under her out here on the floor, you see what makes her such a special basketball player. And she's starting to take over this basketball game. 8 points in the first half. That's half the points that Upperman has scored. Wow, score update. Zoe Nicholas for Pickett County has 23 first half points, and Pickett County is up on their arch rival Clay County, 41-16 with 3:16 to go in the first half. Pickett was able to beat Clay County in Salina for the first time in a long time earlier this season. See if that turns the page for the Lady Bobcats as Poole sends a great feed ahead and an easy 2 up, as that's how you break the press. Kyla Joy, She's got all the points for Oakland in the quarter. They're still very much in it, a 3-point game. Delenti gives back to Bass. Bass back to Delenti. Marks it over from the top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Now left wing pass for Bella Mullins. Yeah, you imagine 22 needs the ball in her hands right now. She's got it. Butler looking backdoor to Ava Mae Allen, who puts it in for 2. Nice passing by the Lady Bees in the half court. Butler assists Allen. Makes no mistake. Now Poole goes up to get that one against the trap. Now with some speed into the front court, weaving around. Right side Poole. She's going to drive into the lane. In some trouble. Finds Phillips, though, who puts up the little jumper and good for Chloe Phillips. That's her first points tonight. Teams trading buckets here. As Cora Bass has it. Bass going to hand back to Allen. Allen. She's one-on-one with Phillips. Crosses over. Now kicks back. Butler lines up the triple. Good. Gracie Butler with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Look out. She's feeling it now. She's got 7 in the quarter, 11 in the half. Still 3:10 to go in the opening stanza. Stick around during the Happy Heller halftime show. We'll be joined by Bobby McWilliams. Talk about the Bees' upcoming matchup and their time off. Phillips with an offensive rebound to put back up and good. And that's the one thing Upperman does not have an antidote for. The size of Chloe Phillips inside. She's got a ton of height. Good rebounder there and puts it back in. Especially with Stiles out. She is at the scorer's table, and now a foul will be called. This one going to go on Amaya Nash. And she was trying to defend Gracie Butler, who you can see is playing with a lot of confidence right now. She wears her emotion on her sleeve. You can tell when she's frustrated. You can tell when she's feeling it. Right now, she's feeling it. Stiles in for Bass. Ava Allen also getting a lot of playing time in this first half. She's earned it. She's making the most of her minutes really all season long. And she goes back and forth with Bella Mullins. I think they want Allen to run the play. Now she's got it. She's picked up closely there by Bass. Allen picks up her dribble. Now sends it over to Mullins. Dangerous pass, and it's going to get tied up as Poole able to get her hands on it. Possession now belongs to Oakland. That'll be a turnover. 21-17 the score. Upperman with a 4-point lead. Hamilton checking in for Mullins. And for Upperman, okay, you've got Butler rolling. They're looking for Taylor Delenti to jump back in. She's got 3 points so far. Hasn't had a ton of shots available to her yet. And if they can get those two scoring at a good clip, they'll score a lot of points. As they go right side. Bass with it. Khalees Bass. Now she sends it over into the corner. They're trying to post up Poole against Stiles. She's doing a really nice job. That one's swiped away by Delenti. It'll stay on this end with Oakland. It's a tall task for Stiles against Poole, and she's going to prepare for it. She's walking into Sparta, Tennessee tomorrow night with Celeste Reed averaging a double-double and Ava Jones at 6'3". And the size of those White County Warriorettes. They're going to need a fresh Bella Stiles as Poole loses handle on it. Again, Stiles was there defensively and forces the turnover. Nice job there for Bella Stiles. But we got plenty of time to talk about tomorrow night, and we will. It's going to be a collision as Upperman tries to stranglehold first place in 7 AAA in the first lap around. Stiles waits. There's Delenti, and she puts the dribble down. Coach McWilliams, I think, wanted the 3. Possession continues. Over to Stiles in the corner. Now Butler turns and kicks. Stiles going to trigger a corner 3. No good. Rebound down. A chance for Oakland trailing by 4. Ton of speed into the front court here in transition. Shot thrown up. No good. Offensive rebound and a foul over the back will be the call. This one going to go on Nash. Her second. Team's third. Upperman's done a nice job in transition defense of not allowing easy looks and not committing fouls. South back in. She's checking in for Hamilton. 5 on the floor. South, Allen, Delenti, Butler, Stiles. Here for the Lady Bees. 1:24 to go in the second. It's a 4-point game. Allen finds Stiles. Now that's going to be a foul for a push. Not sure what the complaint is there. Joy going to be called for the personal. That's her second. So Oakland's going to have to be a little bit careful here. Cox, Nash, Joy, and Wisniewski all have 2 personal fouls. So You can see how that can turn into foul trouble in a hurry if you're not careful, especially in that third quarter. 1:11 to go in the second, 21-17. Gracie Butler gets it into Stiles. Little underhand flip to Bella Mullins. Mullins gives off to South. South running out of time. She has a dribble if she wants it. Instead fires a pass. Mullins able to shield it. Now Stiles with it. Stiles to Butler. Butler back to Delenti. 53 seconds. Delenti in the mid-range. Back out to Butler. Butler makes one-man miss. Drives inside and gets the call. Poole going to be called for the personal. A trip back to the line for Gracie Butler to shoot two at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. First one up, no good for Butler at the front of the iron. Allen and Hamilton back in for South, and Mullins. Little defense offense, I think, is the move there for Coach. So the return of Alana Poole looming large here for Oakland. She's given them great minutes as Butler makes the second. She changes the complexion of their season, make no mistake about it. Probably not a state tournament team, but a much better team, as there she is as she drives inside and puts it off the glass for two. Every once in a while, they make the commentator look smart. There's Poole, who buries it. 3-point game again. Stiles picks up her dribble. In some trouble, able to find Hamilton. Gracie Hamilton surveys the floor back to Allen. 20 seconds, Upperman going to hold for the final look. Butler will wait. Defense steps up towards her. Butler picks up, back to Ava Allen. 11 seconds. Allen finds Hamilton. 9 seconds. Butler goes to work with 8. From the right wing, starts to drive. Butler picks up her dribble. 2 seconds left. Hamilton. No shot, gets off, and Oakland loves that. Coach Southern with a big round of applause. Coach McWilliams, a little frustration. We headed to the break. It's Upperman 22, Oakland 19. We'll be joined by Bobby McWilliams when we come back. You're watching Upperman Basketball, presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network. Go.
I see Rudolph! Light the runway! Santa's never gonna find us.
Oh, yes, he will.
Merry Christmas!
Welcome back. It's time for the Happy Hiller halftime show. Visit happyhiller.com to see how our friends at Hiller can help solve your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical problems today. It's happyhiller.com. At the break, Upperman leads Oakland in the first half of our doubleheader, 22-19. The boys game coming up next between the Bees and the Patriots. We're joined by Upperman head coach Bobby McWilliams. Coach, thank you as always for taking the time. So, you're playing basketball. We're talking about the whole Tuesday, Friday thing, and then you have 9 days in between games. What has the last week been like? Did you enjoy it? And then what's it been like basketball for your guys as you try to get back into the gym?
Well, you know, with so much snow on the ground and ice on the roads, we just had to try to get in the last few days whenever we could. And we had most of our players were able to get there, but some were not. But we just try to kind of get ourselves in as good a rhythm as we could get in yesterday, and playing the night before we play a district game tomorrow night, which is not ideal, but at least we're getting to play some. The kids are ready to play. They don't want to practice anymore right now, I don't guess, but we'll just have to see how it goes over the next 4 or 5 days, and we've got 3 weeks before this tournament starts, so we're looking forward to that, but we've got some things we need to correct and fix, but we'll just see what happens tonight.
Can tonight be helpful, knowing that you've got a district game tomorrow, and try to break any rust that can be off and build that rhythm back up?
Well, that's what we're hoping for. Obviously, you're worried about playing back-to-back nights just right before a district game, but we felt like that, with as many kids as we play at times, that getting a game in would be, probably more beneficial to us than not. So hopefully, that's what will happen, and it'll work out in our favor. But we're just happy we're getting to play again.
When you were playing, how did you feel about kind of the way your boys had settled back in? You got the good win over Livingston, turn around and beat DeKalb. Always good to get a couple of home district wins. Did you feel like you were starting to play the type that you needed to down this stretch?
Yeah, and I'd said, when we were playing, and when I talked with you earlier, that our practices had been much better every day since the first of the year, and that had continued. And I felt like we were playing and we were getting into a good spot. But hopefully in the next, like I said, the next week or so, we can get back into that groove and start getting ourselves lined up and ready for the tournaments. We're taking one game at a time, and we fully expect our kids to compete and be ready to play tonight. So hopefully it's just not it's not too fumbly or jumbled up as it can be sometimes after a layoff. But we had some kids that were injured, and we had some kids that were sick. So layoff actually wasn't terrible for us. Hopefully we can get those guys back on the floor and get them acclimated again and get ready.
A player that we talked about as being consistent and then had a great game against Franklin Classical, Evan Huddleston. Has his emergence changed anything for you guys as a staff, in that maybe some of the 5 that you thought would be on the floor in key spots may be different because he's played so well for you guys?
Yeah, he's been just a pleasant surprise, and we knew it was in there because he's just full of athleticism. It's just, he's in the infant stages really in his basketball experience, and he's learning the game as he goes, but he's gaining so much more confidence. He competes really hard and he works hard every day, and this fall he made some really good strides with his ball handling and with his shooting, and but he's really been kind of a consistent staple for us, and so we're excited about that. Now we've gotten a couple of kids back that were injured and sick, and being able to plug that in just makes our depth a little bit stronger. But yeah, he's definitely playing at a high level right now. We're just tickled for him.
This Oakland team, of course, you got to win over them early in the season, but I've seen them a couple of times strike me as the team that can really scare you because they're athletic and they shoot a bunch of threes and can do those sorts of things. What do you need to do to have success within this matchup tonight?
Well, they're going to play a lot better than they played the last time. We know that coming in. They've also added a couple players they didn't have last time. So that's going to change things for them. You're going to have to take care of the basketball first and foremost and keep them off the boards. They can really, get some. Any 50-50 ball is going to be tough to get. They're so quick and so athletic. But we're hoping to be able to slow the transition game down. I think that's an important key to this game as well. I think not giving them easy baskets, either out of transition or offensive rebounds, is going to be first and foremost, and hopefully they miss a few as we get into the game. But we played pretty good against them last time, and we expect it to be a close one like we see in here in this first game. But be a good game for us, get us ready going forward.
Well, the first of a busy week for you guys.
Absolutely.
3 games in about 4 days for the Bees. He's Bobby McWilliams. The Bees take on the Patriots coming up next. Coach, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and planks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Aspen Drive in Cookeville. Featuring a split bedroom floor plan, new carpet, beautiful yard, and deck, you'll fall in love with this home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is also home to the UCR Coaches Show on Tuesday nights. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Welcome back again. Our thanks to Bobby McWilliams for joining us there during the Happy Hiller halftime show. We are presented by Nick's Restaurant. Nick's Restaurant, located in Cookeville, has been family owned and operated for over 50 years. And this place is a tremendous option. Whether you're just looking for a great meal, if you need a banquet or a team event, they've got the ability to host that as well. They also do catering. And listen, the food is delicious, the prime rib is unbelievable, and the ice cream pie is next level. We certainly appreciate our friends at Nick's Restaurant for being the presenting sponsor of Upperman basketball all season long here at UCR. And it is the Lady Bees with a 22-19 lead. It's a different game. Alana Poole, the James Madison commit, has come back in for Oakland. They didn't have her in the first meeting. She just got 2 points, but she's changed the complexion of things for this Lady Patriots team, as they play a lot more sound basketball with her on the floor. When she hasn't been out there, Upperman's handled business. When she has been out there, it's been a lot tighter. As here we go, back to action here 27:55, just 5 seconds into this third quarter. Gracie Butler was great in that first half, but that pass is going to be tipped and stolen away. And Oakland with the basketball here. Early turnover for Upperman. That one poked free. It goes right to Bella Mullins, and then she is fouled. She got held. That one goes on Chloe Phillips. That's her first. Back rolling here. Bella Mullins has it. She picks up, gives back over to Gracie Butler. Butler finds Hamilton. Hamilton with it, sends it to Stiles. This is the third time the charm, no. Long rebound, though. It's still loose, and it's going to be wrestled away by Cox. Gracie Butler led all scorers. She had 12 points in that first half. Playing defense here is now Phillips has it. She's picked up by Stiles. Phillips tries to put the dribble down. Back Stiles down. Now sends a pass behind the back of Delenti. Finds Wisniewski. She turns inside. Throws up this shot. Good. Able to finish. And Oakland's back within a point. Upperman looking for win number 19 of the season. As now Mullins has the lane. Now sends it inside to Butler. And Butler gives back to Delenti. They may want that one back. Looked like could have been a layup. Instead, Mullins triggers the three. That'd be better for him. No good. Rebound down. Oakland with a chance to take their first lead of this ball game with a ton of speed into the front court, driving in. Butler awaits now, but still free for the shot. No good. Rebound tipped, and it's going to go to Upperman. Knocked out over the head of Hamilton. It's a little flat right now for Upperman in this game. Again, long time off, 9 days in between games. Being a little flat with a lead is okay. Mullins has it. And now a bump in the back of Butler. This one going to go on Kyla Joy, and that's her third. And I mentioned there's several players for Oakland with 2 personal fouls, so they could find themselves in foul trouble fairly quickly here. And that's going to prompt a trip to the scorer's table here for Coach Southern for that exact reason. Inbounds goes to Butler. Butler works it out towards the wing. Now back to Mullins. Bella Mullins activates baseline drive, finger roll, good. Nice take for Bella Mullins. She's got 5 points. Lady B's back out in front by 3. Now pass ahead with Cox. She's got a lot of room to operate. Jump stop, pull up in the mid-range, good for 2. Nice job not trying to do too much. Just get to the easy area and make a shot. Ahead to Butler. Dangerous pass. She runs it down, though, in the corner. Now Butler spins out. Going to drive in, force back. Picks up the dribble, pivots, and finds Stiles. Stiles works it around to the top of the circle from Mullins. Back to Hamilton. They are shadowing Taylor Delenti in this game. Hamilton finds Mullins. Mullins going to drive inside, puts it up, good, and 1. Nice take for Bella Mullins again. She's got 4 points in the quarter, and she'll go to the signing round of the American Way Real Estate free throw line to try to complete a 3-point play. Bass going to check in here for Hamilton. Mullins, anytime she sees that kind of opening, a defender coming at her from an angle as opposed to squared up, she is not afraid to put it on the deck and drive inside, and she buries the free throw. And now Oakland looking at a full court trap. Nice job to break it with some tic-tac-toe passing. Over to Wisniewski, and she traveled. Shot won't count. I think surprised by how open she was, and started to go in for a layup, realized she was open to put up the shot, but by that point, been too many steps. Cora Bass working through traffic. She goes over to Stiles, back to Bass. Bass, one-on-one, lots of space to operate inside if Upperman can get it there. As Butler works off a ball screen, now it's swiped away from her. Coming the other way, it's Bass. Coast to coast, rather, that's Nash. She puts up the shot, knocked out of play. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. It's 27-23. Upperman with the lead here on the road. Stick around postgame for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. It's up for grabs right now. This game's up for grabs right now. Thinking about the 3, instead back. Poole back into the game. Antennas up if you're an Upperman fan. Now Bass with it. Bass calls out the play. Upperman settling into their zone. Now back over left side. Seibert Now Cox. Bass into the corner. Pass into the mid-range. Somehow Cox finds it again. Turnaround shot. That one won't fall. Fight for the rebound. That's a jump. And possession arrow belongs to the Lady Patriots. I've been impressed by Cox. She's got 6 points. They all come from her just finding a place in that zone as Coach McWilliams calls timeout. 30-second timeout, so we will stay through it. Once again, tomorrow night, a big one on the main page in District 7 AAA as Upperman travels to take on White County. Over on UCR2, it'll be Laverne against Cookeville. Thursday night, a Thursday night edition of the UCR Coaches Show presented by Fire and Vine. That'll, of course, be on the main page. Friday, we've got a jam-packed slate of games as well. In fact, I can tell you exactly what they are. Friday night, Cookeville travels to this area to take on Stewart's Creek. Cumberland County takes on Livingston. Stone Memorial travels to Baxter to take on Upperman. And York will travel to Watertown. All those games live on our Facebook page. Pages, I should say, not on the main page, across our Facebook pages. Out of the timeout, Oakland basketball, 4-point game. They are running that clock down again. Somehow find the spot, no good. Rebound down, fought for. Stiles has it, and nobody else does, so she's able to get it away. Nice job by Stiles, and now Mullins possesses. Mullins in the front court, picks up her dribble. Now right side to Cora Bass. Bass playing a lot in this game. 3:59 to go as we pass the midway point of the third quarter. Bass uses her speed to get inside, puts it up, and gets fouled. Yeah, she can really fly. Seibert going to get called for the personal. A trip to the line to shoot two for Cora Bass. The Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Bass lines up, flies away the front end, and buries it. 3:53 to go in the third quarter. It's 28-23. Bass's second is good. 2 for 2 for her. And Upperman has its largest lead. They've led by 5 on a couple of occasions. Now it's 6. Poole with it. The return of the James Madison signee, or commit rather. Not sure if she's signed yet. Ahead to Seibert. She returned a little while ago, but of course didn't play in the first meeting as Seibert is fouled on the shot attempt. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. This one going to go on Bella Stiles. That's her first. Make it second. I missed one in there. Apologies. Oakland definitely in more foul trouble than Upperman is. Mullins has 1, Stiles has 2, South has 1. End of sentence. First one no good for Seibert. Keep those comments flying. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. That helps us out a whole bunch. Next one does get the roll for Seibert, so she splits them at the line. Back to a 5-point game. Bass sends the pass ahead to Butler. Now ahead Mullins. Delenti's wide open. Lines up the 3. Too strong. Long rebound down by Seibert. Now she's going to turn and Burnett swiped away by Bella Mullins right to Butler. Butler with speed. It's knocked from her. She gets it back, and it's swiped from behind. Over to Hamilton. It's chaotic now. On the floor, there's the tie-up and the jump. The possession arrow belongs to Upperman. That frenetic pace is not where Upperman wants to play, to say the least. Hamilton to inbound, 3:22 to go in the third quarter, a 5-point game. Lady Bees looking for their 8th straight victory. Bass shrugs off a little defensive pressure. Now activates again. Bass inside is fouled again. Second time in a few possessions that Cora Bass has done just that. They're coming out to defend her tightly, and she's using her speed to get around the defender and get to the line. That one goes on to Laura Cox. That is her third. So now 2 Lady Patriots have 3 fouls apiece. Bass back to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. First one good. I see the Bees. They've emerged from their locker room, set to check in. They're ready to go against the Patriots later on. Should be a fun matchup. Cora Bass, 4 for 4 at the line here in this half. And it's a 7-point Lady B lead. Into the front court with a bunch of speed. Now Nash in some trouble. It was knocked out of her hand, so it stays with the Lady Patriots. Upperman in this zone. When they've gone man-to-man, it's made it a lot difficult for them to inbound those passes. Phillips with a great feed to the outside. Somehow found Nash, who slices in. A foul is called on the floor for a hold. I think this was Butler. We'll wait and see. It was not. It was Bass who got called for the hand in. That's her first personal, team's second. Upperman is in the bonus. Every foul called against Oakland, they're going to go to the line to shoot 2 for the remainder of this quarter. Inbounds pass sent over to Cox. Now over to Poole. Poole. Bodied up by Bass. Now she gives back. Khalees Bass. Khalees Bass on one side, Cora Bass on the other. Now Poole looking in for Phillips. She's picked up by Butler, and that's going to be an offensive foul as she cleared out Gracie Butler. Second personal on Phillips. Possession back to Upperman. Thank you, Gertha. Appreciate you tuning in. Kenny's watching, cheering on the Lady Bees, as is Arlene. Michelle is. Very partisan crowd online. As Bass flips a little dangerous pass, but finds Delenti. Now Hamilton. Hamilton over to Mullins. Mullins sets up at the top of the key. Upperman is slowly stretching it out to a bigger lead. Mullins drives towards Phillips, now forced back out. Over to Butler, 3-man weave play. Butler inside is fouled. Gracie Butler to the Sonia Brown of the American Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. She's becoming comfortable there tonight. This one going to go on Phillips. That is her third foul called against her in this quarter. 3 different Lady Patriots with 3 fouls. First one for Butler is good. Got the roll at every part of the rim before falling through. She's got 13 points tonight. Leads all scorers. Next one. Good. 2 for 2 for Gracie Butler. 9-point Upperman lead. Again, just kind of slowly stretching it further and further. Oakland looking to get back in it. Cox with it. Still a long way to go. Right now, Upperman's on a run. Bass trying to set up a new play. Gives left side for Cox. Now back to Nash. Nash gives over right side. Bass into the corner. There's Cox. Cox back to Bass. Phillips wants it. Now she has it. From the elbow. Fires it. Went right between the legs of Cox. And possession back to Upperman. 1:41 to go in the third. The Lady Bees have forced several turnovers. That one was unforced. It goes down all the same on the stat sheet. Cora Bass with it as she walks the timeline. Lady Bees trying to get a double-digit lead. Delenti into Mullins. Mullins going to take it herself inside, now back out. Well defended that time by the Lady Patriots. Butler one-on-one with Poole. Picks up her dribble back to Bass. Bass going to reset in the half court. Bass against Bass that time. Khalees on Cora. Butler flips it into Cora Bass. She runs into Phillips and wisely brings it back out. There's a little height disadvantage there. Butler drives inside. Gracie Butler blocked away by a lot of Poole, but she was stepped on the line as she grabbed it. It was a good defensive play by Poole. The possession stays with Upperman. Just 3 points for Taylor Delenti in this game. They have had her circled, certainly it appears. Are they going to let a sub come in? No, they'll say it was too late. Butler going to inbound. She does. It's knocked away, and now the sub will check in. Bella Stiles back in. She's coming in for Cora Bass. Butler inbounds it into Bella Mullins. Mullins gets a step. Now flips back to Hamilton. Hamilton finds Stiles. Stiles picks up her dribble, forced back out to Mullins. 55 seconds to go. Upperman doesn't have to take another shot until the final seconds. Poole steps out to guard Butler. Butler, I think, likes her speed. Phillips kind of lurking in the lane. Now Stiles has it. Yeah, Upperman going to hold here. 33 seconds, and why not? They got a 9-point lead. It's been a good quarter for them. They've allowed just 5 points to their opponents in the frame. And the way they've played defense all season long and tonight as well, and I feel pretty good with a 9-point lead heading into the final quarter. It's easier said than done to get 9 in a quarter against this team. Stiles with 8 seconds, one-on-one with Phillips. She's going to drive inside, and there's the call, and that is the 4th on Chloe Phillips, all of which have come in this quarter. 5.4 to go in the third, and Upperman would love to get Phillips out of the game. Into the bonus, Upperman is, so Stiles is going to go to the Sonny Brown with the American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. And Campbellsville signee makes it a 10-point game as she buries the front end. Her first point tonight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Lady Bees have scored in the game so far. Second one no good for Stiles. Phillips gets the rebound. Poole with 3 seconds. She can put a shot up, 2 seconds. Poole gonna line it up. This would count if it goes, which it does not. A solid third quarter for the Lady Bees is in the books. After 3, they lead Oakland 34-24. You're watching Upperman basketball, presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Get your new year started in your new ride. With a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the all-new 2024 Chevy Trax and Silverado, Frontier Chevy is ready to get you into your next vehicle. View inventory online at www.kcchevy.com or stop in at 2350 Cookville Highway today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Frontier Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network. The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for his same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Upperman outscores Oakland 12-5 in the third quarter as they've opened up a 34-24 lead into the final frame. I'm Noah McKay, Madison McKay producing things for us this evening. Happy to have you along with us here in Murfreesboro. Don't forget to stick around postgame with the South Willow Auto Clinic postgame show. We'll go through the scoring, have the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game, and then turn the page to the boys matchup between the Patriots and the Bees. It's going to be Oakland basketball. They have been put into the straitjacket, known as Upperman's defense. Just have not had an answer throughout. Upperman's offense has been a little bit rusty after 9 days off, but defense has been just as good as it has been all year long. 7:40 to go in the ball game. Each possession matters more and more. You know you're not going to have too many of them if you're the Lady Patriots. Into the corner, triggering the 3, Bass. In and out, no good. Fight for the rebound, flying in to get it. What a board for Cox. And she extends the possession. That was a big-time rebound. Coaches say fly in for the rebounds, crash the boards. That is teach tape right there. As they give left side Nash. Nash gives over into the corner for Cox. Now that one intercepted. Taylor Delente picks it off as they were looking to reverse floor. And now Hamilton gives off to Delente. Triggers the 3. No good. The one thing hasn't gone well tonight, just 3 points so far for Taylor Delente, but they're up by 10. Hadn't had a ton of opportunities, though. That may be just her 4th or 5th attempt by my recollection. She hit 1. 6:45 to go in the ball game. They bounce it over left side, triggering the 3. That would help them a lot, but it doesn't fall. Rebound out of play, and it goes back to the team in gray and gold. John is watching. We welcome you in. Judy is watching. Dora's watching. That pass dangerous. Finds Stiles, though. It's knocked from her. She gets it back. Stiles with 3 different Lady Patriots on her, and there's the foul. We'll see who this one goes against. They're in a little bit of foul trouble all over the place. They like for this to be on Bass. It is not. It's on Cox, and it is her 4th. So Cox has 4. Phillips has 4. Joy has 3. And a couple more have 2 for Oakland. They're trying to turn over this Upperman team, and they're just getting their hands in there. They have a lot of holding calls in this one. A few shooting fouls on drive attempts. Ava Allen back in here for Gracie Hamilton. 6.5 to play. It's a 10-point Lady B lead. Delenti. She sends off to Butler. Butler finds Stiles. Stiles steps through. Taylor Delenti. Back to Mullins. Looking inside Stiles. She wants it. She has it. And there's the call. Bella Stiles is going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. She went 1 for 2 in the third quarter here. That one goes on 33. Murray, that's her first. Team second. First one for Stiles. Rims around, no good. Second one, she flies it away. That one falls through, nothing but net. Splits the free throws, and Upperman's lead is up to 11. Been a long time since Oakland found the bottom of the net. That full court pass ahead finds the target, Cox. Cox slices through, throws it up with the left hand. Good, nice take for Allura Cox. She's got 8 points. It's back to a single-digit game. Allen, left side finds Mullins in the soft spot. Now back to Lenti. Mullins with it. Mullins over to Allen. 5:50 to go in the ball game. Allen, 1-on-1. That clock is ticking, about to be 5 seconds. Allen running out of time, gets it to Mullins. Coach Southern screaming 5. Mullins drives inside and lays it in for the easy 2. She's having a strong game. 10 points for Bella Mullins. And it's back to an 11-point game. Alana Poole with it. She jump stop. Pull up in the mid-range. That one no good. A rebound down to Butler. Butler finds Stiles running the floor. It's a foot race. Poole got back. Stiles wisely gives back out to Allen. Now Butler. She lines it up from the top of the circle. Good. Gracie Butler with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. That one may be the straw that breaks the camel's back. There's still time, but 17 points for Butler. Has Upperman in front by 14. Now over to Poole. She's going to trigger the 3. They need it, but it won't fall. Good box out from Stiles. Allows Butler to get the board. She sends it ahead. Dangerous pass. Allen bumps bodies with Cox, and she runs it down. Now Allen drives baseline and is blocked in the foul. And now we'll see Ava Mae Allen is okay. She hit the floor hard, and she is in some pain, so we'll get a trainer out to check on her. And Ava Allen. Hopefully just got the wind knocked out of her. She went down face first. Yeah, and she's saying can't breathe, so the wind got knocked out of her. So trainer's going to come out and look at her, but she's trying to catch her breath there with those shallow breaths, so she should be okay. We'll just give her time to catch her breath. So doesn't appear to be anything serious for Ava Allen. She hit the floor hard, but she's a tough young lady. And Coach McWilliams is chuckling down there. Yeah, she's getting her wind back there. Got the wind knocked out of her. She'll be okay. It is going to be free throws for Upperman. Allen could take them if she wants. And they can get a sub in there as well. Cora Bass going to check in. So, yeah, Ava Mae Allen gets a well-earned trip to the bench after getting the wind knocked out. Coach Bill Worrell's tuning in, a legend in the Upper Cumberland. Thanks, Coach, for tuning in. We welcome you. So Cora Bass will take the free throws in place of Ava Allen. She'll get to shoot 2. First one, no good, off the front of the rim. So Oakland has 7 points in the second half. We're a quarter and a half into it. Bass's second one falls through. She's got 5 points, all at the free throw line. It's 41-26. Poole trying to break the trap. Runs into Mullins, loses handle. It's swiped by Bass, and Cora Bass navigating her way through traffic. She's got it. Bass into the front court, kicks out. Butler going to slow things down. One-on-one with Wisniewski. She kicks back out now to Bass. Left side Mullins. Strong second half for the Lady Bees so far. They were in a little bit of trouble, a little flat. I mentioned it to open up the half. Got down to a 1-point game. They never relinquished a lead, though, and Bass is going to be fouled. Tied up by Nash. It's going to be the 3rd on Nash. 4th on Oakland. And Coach Southern going to call a timeout. Full timeout, so we'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Coverage is presented by Nick's Restaurant, the Frontier Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
41-26 our score. Upperman with a lead over Oakland here in Murfreesboro in a girls basketball non-district matchup. It's a busy week for the Upperman Lady Bees and Bees. Tomorrow night they're in action in Sparta. Friday night they are back at home when they welcome in Stone Memorial. Remember that first game between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Bees came down to the wire. Upperman had to make free throws late to win it. The boys game, Stone got a big win. Upperman looking for revenge. It'll be a lot of fun on Friday night, but first they've got their eyes set on Sparta collision. Both teams with just 2 losses. Sparta 20-2, Upperman closing in potentially on 19-2. Let's rumble. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be there. Chase will be there with me tomorrow night in Sparta. Score updates. Cookeville leads 59-30 over Wilson Central at the end of 3. Pickett County rolls past Clay tonight, 79-53. Inbounds pass to Butler is knocked out of play. Zoe Nicholas for Pickett County had 31 points for Pickett tonight. Inbounds coming here for Mullins. Sends it into Bass. You guys ever watch those old Harry Houdini clips where he's in a straitjacket? That's what Upperman's defense is doing in this ball game. Just making it feel like you can't move at all. Bass with it. Back to Butler. Butler works it to Mullins. Mullins, nice cross paint pass and the foul. This one going to go on Bass. And Bella Stiles is going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. Second personal on Bass. 4th personal, or team foul, I should say, against Oakland. Upperman could shoot a bunch of free throws in the next 3:47. As they are into the bonus now. It's actually the 5th. And they have not been called for a foul yet. First one, good for Stiles. Second one, no good, in and out. 16-point lead for the Lady Bees. Alana Poole with it. Poole drives in, now kicks. Nash forced back by Mullins. Now Bass. Bass gives over Wisniewski. Back to Bass. Into Poole. Poole at the free throw line. One dribble, kicks out. Nice feed to Wisniewski. Open 3 up. That one no good. Fight for the rebound comes down. It's grabbed by Nash. Nice feed across. Shot put up and good. That time finished by Murray, her first points tonight. Zaria Murray. Now Cora Bass being harassed defensively by Amaya Nash, but she gets called for the personal. That's her 4th. And a trip to the line to shoot 2 for Cora Bass as they are into the bonus. She'll go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. And Oakland still trying to force turnovers. They got time at 3:12. They could put a burst together, but going to have to be able to do it without fouling. Upperman going to look to make their free throws and get out of here at 19-2. Bass flies away the front end. That one gets the roll. Good. 6 points all at the line in the second half for Cora Bass. Kyla Joy going to check in. She's got 3 fouls. She's in for Nash, who has 4. Two for Cora Bass. Back out in front by 16 go the Lady Bees. Poole with it. She crosses the timeline, now hands off. Khalees Bass. Bass sends the pass over left side. Working in Joy, now back out to Bass. Wisniewski in the corner. She's open for 3. That one buries nothing but net. Cadence Wisniewski with her first triple. She had a couple of open looks. Now back into a full court press goes Oakland. Cora Bass calmly working her way through traffic as she gets set up in the half court. Over to Bella Mullins. Mullins one-on-one. She's feasted tonight with these opportunities. Now Butler 2.5 to go. Butler working on Poole. Little bump, no problem. Gracie Butler goes right around and finishes for 2, hunting her season high. She's up to 19 points. Poole flips it ahead to Joy. Joy being chased from behind, finds the baseline, now losing handle on it. It's going to go out of play and stay on this end with Oakland. Hamilton going to check in, see who she's coming in for. Taylor DeLenti. Upperman out in front by 15 on the road, and their leading scorer coming into tonight has 3 points. It's a good sign for them. Wouldn't expect her to have 3 points very often. That one out of play, and it's going to go to Upperman. 2:09 to go. Inbound goes to Bass. Bass works it ahead to Bella Mullins. Mullins with numbers. She kicks over to Butler. Butler going to reset back out as we go under 2 to play. Now Hamilton. Hamilton flips back over to Butler. Butler going to drive inside. Butler, she's got 19. She traveled with that one as she picked up the dribble and slid that back foot just a little bit. Taylor DeLenti going to check in. She's in for Stiles. 1:47 to go in this ball game. A strong second half for Upperman. Khalees Bass sends it ahead to Joy. Looking back in for Joy. She's picked up by Butler. Steps it through over to Poole, who adjusts as she goes up and finishes that one. Alana Poole with the 2. Final score, Cookeville 70, Wilson Central 31. Gracie Butler inside. She's got 21. Butler finishes. Coach Southern calls timeout. Gracie Butler having a big-time performance. She had 12 in the first half. She's got 9 so far in the second. And Upperman leads 48-33. 1:21 to go in the ball game. It's a 30-second timeout on the floor. Don't tune out. The boys' game going to be very entertaining. Ty Cobb, Bronsden, Chaffin in action on this floor against the very athletic Oakland Patriots. Upperman leads 48-33 out of the timeout. It's going to be Oakland basketball. Seven Lady Bees have scored in this ball game. Butler pacing the way, but Bella Mullins has 10 points. 7 for Cora Bass, just 3 for Taylor DeLenti. I say just 3, not as an indictment on her performance. I think she had a really good game, especially on defense. Just a surprise that she's not up in that 15, 18-point range, and the fact that that's the case and Upperman still has this lead is a testament to the strength of this basketball team. They kick out back. Now top of the key. Bass. Bass over to Wisniewski. Now back to Bass. Wisniewski with it. Now into the low block. Working around. Shot put up for Alana Poole. Good for 2. And Coach Southern going to call another timeout. Full timeout. She's not going to go quietly tonight. 54 seconds to go. Upperman with a 13-point lead. We'll take it quickly with them. Back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Hone and develop your skills on the court with professional basketball player development from Legacy Athletics. Call 931-303-3356 or follow them on Instagram at legacy_athletics or on Twitter at jwinningham25 for more information today. Legacy Athletics, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. 54 seconds to go in the ball game. Upperman leads 48-35, and they will have the basketball out of this full timeout called by Oakland head coach Jessica Southern. Lady Patriots with a 9-8 record. They had a 3-game winning streak entering tonight. Upperman had a 7-game win streak. Mullins going to inbound it here to Ava Allen. Allen slams the brakes, now gets it over to the point guard, Bella Mullins. Mullins navigates through traffic, flips it ahead over to Allen. Allen works away from a trap wisely, picks up her dribble, sends it back over. They got Poole kind of manning up top, trying to disrupt some of these passes with her size and length. As Mullins slices into the lane, now flips back out to Allen. 30 seconds to go. Upperman with no reason to put a shot up here. No fouls for Oakland. Bass back out. 20 seconds left. Poole following her. As Bass just working away to reset that 5-second clock. Now she picks up her dribble over to Allen. 13 seconds. The Lady Bees and their fans begin to clap their hands, closing in on a victory. 7 seconds left. Over to Allen. And that will do it. Final score, Upperman 48, Oakland 35. The Lady Bees have won 8 games in a row. We welcome you into the South Willow Auto Clinic post-game show. South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. We appreciate them for being back on board with us here for basketball season at UCR. So we tally up the final scoring. It is as follows for the Upperman Lady Bees victorious tonight. They get to 19-2. It was Gracie Butler with 21 points. Bella Mullins with 10, Cora Bass with 7, 3 apiece for Taylor Delenti and Bella Stiles, and 2 apiece for Gracie Hamilton and Ava Allen for a team total of 48 points. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game without a doubt. It's going to go to Gracie Butler tonight. I mentioned she is really re-emerging in her sophomore season, and another big-time performance. They simply don't win this game without her performance, so she is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing and All Good, one of our longest-running sponsors here at UCR. Mark Randolph and his team will take great care of you. All the UCR swag that we wear, our polos, our quarter zips, our hats, everything comes from our friends there at Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, located on Circle Drive in All Good, and we appreciate them for making it possible to have a player of the game at the end of every broadcast. Well, you see the boys have taken the floor. We'll take a brief intermission. Come back in about 10 minutes. You'll see the intermission graphic on the screen before we turn the page to the Bees and the Patriots. Final score once again, Upperman 48, Oakland 35. Don't go anywhere. Just getting started tonight in Murfreesboro. Welcome back. It's time for another Crouch Team with Highlands Elite Real Estate pregame show. As the boys' game between the Upperman Bees and the Oakland Patriots is on tap. I'm Noah McKay back on the call. The lovely Madison McKay will be producing things for us again this evening. We appreciate you spending some time with us. The Lady Bees just got a 48-35 victory. The Bees will look to sweep the doubleheader here as they take on the Patriots under head coach Dylan Birdwell with a 5-12 overall record. They're 1-1 in their district. But coming off a pretty good performance, they lost, but an overtime loss, 86-79 at Siegel, a Siegel team that beat Upperman earlier on this year in Baxter. For Upperman under head coach Bobby McWilliams, they are 15-4 on the season, 2-1 in District 7 AAA. Back 9 days ago, they defeated Franklin Classical 69-35. A dominant win for them in that game. The Bees have won 4 games in a row. These two teams did meet earlier on this season, and it was a 72-48 victory for Upperman in Baxter. That was on December 5th, and it was a dominant victory. You heard from Bobby McWilliams during the girls' halftime show and talking about how they played a really good game. They expect a better effort in this one out of Oakland. And there's going to be some changes in the starting lineup tonight for the Upperman Bees, which is interesting. So let's meet the starters. First for the Oakland Patriots under head coach Dylan Birdwell with a record of 5-12. Number 2, Jaden Looper. Number 3, Isaiah Burge. Number 5, Avery Carter. Number 13, Bryant Haggard. And number 35, Yashia Cobb. The starters for the Upperman Bees. It is a different starting lineup for the first time in a long time for the Bees this evening. Number 0, Ty Cobb. Number 1, Branson Turnbow. Number 4, Evan Huddleston. And number 15, Clayton Harris. And number 21, Braden Roberts. Once again, the starters for the Patriots: Looper, Verge, Carter, Haggard, and Cobb. The starters tonight for the Bees: Cobb, Turnbow, Huddleston, Harris, and Roberts. So Bronsden, Chaffin, and Jack Torrance will come off the bench in this game. That is an interesting change for Coach McWilliams, and we'll see how it works for him tonight. Let us know in the comment section who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for in this game. We're live on UCR 3 and live on the UCR YouTube channel, so you can take your choice of where you want to tune in. Oakland in the home white jerseys, white shorts, red trim with navy blue numbers and letters. Upperman in the row, black jerseys, black shorts, white numbers in the front and the back with gold letters spelling out the players' names across the back shoulder plate. We are one of 4 doubleheaders happening across the network tonight over on the main page. A big boys game between Pickett County and Clay County in District 7 Single A. Over on UCR 2, it's Livingston Academy against Clark Range. And over on UCR 4, the top-ranked Cookeville Cavaliers taking on Wilson Central. Ty Cobb, the freshman point guard, in the circle against Avery Carter. And the lead official throws it up, and here we go again in Murfreesboro. Carter wins a little double tip, and Jaden Looper will possess it in the front court. Don't let the 5-12 record fool you. This is an Oakland team that'll scare you. They can play some high-level basketball. They just lost in that overtime game against Siegel. Like I mentioned, they beat Rockville. They played a pretty tough schedule. I'm not saying they're a state tournament team by any stretch, but they are more dangerous than some 5-12 teams you may see. Cobb with it. He picks up his dribble. That one going to be tipped by Ty Cobb, and now he will run it down. Cobb in the front court. Cobb alley-oop over to Huddleston, who puts it in for 2. Evan Huddleston coming off the best game of his high school career against Franklin Classical, what is now 7 months ago. Starts out the scoring with a 2. On the other end, Carter skies up for 2. That one no good. Rebound down. Cobb comes away with it. He had a big game in the first meeting between these two teams. And Ty Cobb slows it down as he crosses the timeline. Cobb gives off to Braden Roberts. Now Huddleston with it. Huddleston looking inside to Clayton Harris. The big man backs down to defender Carter. Turnaround shot, no good. In and out, rimmed around for Clayton. One comes down to Jaden Looper. Ahead Carter throws up the right-handed runner over Harris, and good. Nice finish for Avery Carter. We could have a little run and gun tonight. We could go back and forth a few times in transition as it's 2-2. These two teams both very capable of doing that. I say that, so it'll be 29-30. Roberts at the free throw line picks up his dribble. Over to Branson Turnbow. Turnbow looking back door for Huddleston. That one going to be intercepted, taken away by Verge. Heading to the front court, here comes Oakland. Going up for two, Noba right there to take out the trash, instead missing, and Harris going to get called for a foul. Isaiah Verge got the putback attempt, and then got another. And he's going to go to the line to shoot two here on the first foul called in the game. First free throw up and good for Verge, and Oakland leads. They had a narrow lead early on in the first meeting as well in Baxter, and then Upperman turned it on and ran away with a 72-48 win. And that's going to be a lane violation, I would imagine. It wasn't called. Wow, so maybe a break for the Bees, and it'll come back the other way. Roberts gives off Huddleston, now left side Turnbow. Turnbow, bump, no problem. We drive in, now back out to Cobb. Cobb off the ball screen, triggers the three, no long rebound. It's fought for, and Huddleston comes away. Huddleston finds Harris. Harris gives over to Cobb. Cobb skies up at the mid-range. He's usually lethal there, but that one doesn't fall. Upperman a little slow start from the field. That full court pass, though, is going to go out of play. Possession back to Upperman. Cobb across the timeline, gives off to Clayton Harris. Harris back to Evan Huddleston. Huddleston surveys the floor. And now we're going to have a foul, and it's going to be an offensive foul. If it's on Harris, it's his second. Big call coming here. And Brownsden Chaffin immediately takes off the shirt and gets to the table. Clayton Harris called for his second personal. Jack Torrance and and Brownsden Chaffin back in for Harris and Huddleston. Inside Carter, he skies up, now kicks over into the corner. That three ball no good, rebound down, it comes away to Braden Roberts. Roberts looking to get it rolling, he sends it ahead to Cobb, who ran the floor, puts it up and in for two. Roberts with a silky smooth pass to Cobb. That's a tougher finish than you would think. He's going really fast in there and has to just kiss it off the glass for two. Inside Carter, he sends it back out. Oakland picking up the pace a little bit in the half court, into the corner, now drive in, finds Carter on the elbow. Carter one dribble, now reverses floor. Back out, slicing through the lane is Haggard. Haggard loses handle, it's going to be knocked away and stolen by Turnbow. Here comes Turnbow into the front court. Branson Turnbow throws up the right-handed runner, no. Rebound down, and an opportunity for Cobb the other way. Torrance shields him off as he sends over right side. Little shot fake for Haggard. Bryant Haggard with it. It's a 4-3 game, 4:40 to go in the first quarter. Now a long three on the other end. That's no good. Rebound down to Braden Roberts. Cookville's boys are up 27-10 in the first quarter over on UCR 4. Chaffin turnaround shot, no. Rebound down. Grabbed by Verge. Both these teams couldn't hit the ocean from the beach right now. There's a lid on the basket. And kick over into the corner. Driving in, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound down this time to Roberts. Braden Roberts comes up the other way. Shield your eyes if you like shooting percentages. Torrance trying to change it, and he does. Jack Torrance with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Now that one sent ahead. That one lost, and it comes back to the Bees. Cobb going to drive in. Ty Cobb goes up strong, and he is fouled. Cobb's going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two. 3:42 to go in the first quarter. The Bees lead by 4. That one goes on Jaden Looper, his first, team's first.
At the line, number 0, Ty Cobb.
First free throw, no good. Upperman showing up the depth early on in this one, rotating through. Isaiah Helms getting action. Cam Bush into the game. Evan Huddleston back in. And don't forget, the Bees have a big one tomorrow against Sparta. That one is more important than this one. Make no mistake about it. Second free throw, no good as well. The rare 0 for 2 trip at the line for Ty Cobb. He is usually a 90+% free throw shooter, 95. That'll be the first time I've seen that happen. He'll bounce back as they give inside. Little mid-range jumper up, no good. Nearly wedged into the rim. Cobb with another rebound. And now he'll bring it up. Cobb flips back to Jack Torrance. Now they work it over Huddleston. He triggers the three, no good. Rebound down. Grabbed by Haggard, who had position. Now Coach Birdwell says go, and they do. Haggard drives in, and a block is going to be called. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. Huddleston paid the price, and that's Bush who paid the price, and he's going to get called for the personal. It's Cam Bush's first personal, third team foul against the Bees. First one, no good. Next one, no good. Neither team able to make too many shots in this first quarter. Certainly can be the result of 9 days off. Bush gives off to Huddleston. You'd expect that they're going to knock the rust off and get it rolling maybe into halftime, into the second half. That's what we saw for the Lady Bees earlier on in this one. As Torrance gives back now to Cobb. Ty Cobb drives inside decisively. Left-handed lay won't fall. He's going to go back to the line and try to get it rolling there. And so go to the Sonia Brown, the American Way Real Estate free throw line. First one, no good. Speaking of rust. Thank you, Dana. Brenda, watching from Sparta. Just read the name. Thank you, Brenda, from Sparta. 0 for 2 again. Rebound comes down the other way to Oakland. The Patriots have gotten a get-out-of-jail-free card. That one's not going to last too long. 2.5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. The Bees lead 7-3. Haggard drives inside, throws up the mid-range runner, and gets the roll in his home gym. Brian Haggard for 2. It's back to a 2-point game. Torrance picks up his dribble. Now gives it over to Helms. Now Cobb has it. Cobb checks back. Cobb working off a screen. Right side for Cam Bush. Bush gets to the free throw line, spins back to Cobb. Now right side Huddleston. Ty Cobb just needs to see it go through the rim. He gets free inside. Great feed, and he finishes for 2. Cam Bush, senior to freshman, and he finishes it. 9-5. Quickly ahead, here comes Oakland. They can strike quickly. Back out. Wiley gives out to Jaden Looper. Looper from the top of the circle. Carter gets a little space in the middle of the zone. That one hit the stanchion above with one of the bands that holds the goal in place, and it'll go back to Upperman. Ty Cobb gets a breather. Isaiah Helms does as well, as Chaffin and Roberts check back in. 1:37 to go in this first quarter. Upperman with a 9-5 lead. Slow start for both teams after an extended break due to all the ice. Roberts wide open. Probably don't want to leave him open. Splashes that one through with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Braden Roberts. Last young man in the gym that you want to allow to be wide open for 3. Now on the other end, here's Oakland. They reverse out, looking for an answer. Haggard, nice move to get some separation. Now he drives baseline, grabbed by Bush. Yeah, there's going to be a foul called there. Second personal on Cam Bush. It'll be the 4th team foul against the Bees. Branson Turnbow checking back in here. He's going to come in for Bush. Inbound coming from the baseline here. Oakland running out of time, and they do just get it in as they go back to Haggard. Haggard sends over to Wiley. He called for it. Now he has it. Now back to Cobb. Working over the right wing against the zone defense. Wiley lines up the 3. No. Chaffin with the rebound. Gets it to Huddleston. 47 seconds to go. Huddleston over to Turnbow. Chaffin posting up inside. He has it. 1-on-1. Bronston Chaffin. Turnaround shot with the left hand. Falls through. Chaffin for 2, and it's a 9-point Upperman lead. That pass going to be intercepted by Roberts. Couldn't quite save it in. So it'll go back to Oakland. 30.8 seconds on the clock here. And Oakland going to hold for the final shot here. And Upperman content to let them with a big lead. Josh Wiley waits. And now we'll go to work with 9 seconds to go. Works off a screen, now sends it back. Backdoor cut, nice speed, but up and under, lay-in, falls through. No clue how he was able to make that thing fall, but he did. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. After one, it's Upperman 14, Oakland 7. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Get your new year started in your new ride. With a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the all-new 2024 Chevy Trax and Silverado, Frontier Chevy is ready to get you into your next vehicle. View inventory online at www.kcchevy.com or stop in at 2350 Cookville Highway today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Frontier Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network. The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for a same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student-athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Entering the second quarter of play, it's 14-7. Upperman with a lead over Oakland, and things didn't go perfectly for Upperman, and they still have a 7-point lead, so I think they'll take it. Ty Cobb with the basketball. He works it over to Braden Roberts inside. Chaffin, Bronston. Chaffin goes up strong and finishes. The rare night coming off the bench for Chaffin, and so far he's looked pretty good. He's got 4 points getting inside. And here comes Oakland the other way. Inside, Carter throws up the shot. No. Blocked from behind by Huddleston on the putback attempt. Over to Cobb. Cobb sends it ahead to Chaffin again. Chaffin against Carter. Works on down low. Throws it up and in for 2 more. Bronston Chaffin starting to get it rolling. And it's an 11-point Upperman lead as they're trying to shake the rust off. That one nearly stolen by Turnbow. Instead, he's going to be called for a personal foul. First foul of the quarter. First foul against Turnbow. Sure hope you'll join us tomorrow night live on the main page. 6 o'clock girls game start between Upperman and White County. Boys game to follow. Over on UCR2, we'll have Laverne taking on Cookville. Going to be a fun night of basketball. The rare Wednesday night slate. Had the coach show on Thursday this week because of it. Into the mid-range, turn around, now back out. Wide open, top of the circle, 3 up. That one no good. Long rebound. Carter runs it down, and a hold will be called on Cobb, as he was trying to shield off Carter from getting there. 7:03 to go in the second. Cobb had 4 points in the first quarter. 0 for 4 at the free throw line. That'll change, you would imagine, if he gets back there. As the alley-oop play no good, he comes away with another rebound. He's got a bunch of those already, too. Sends it ahead to Chaffin, who ran the floor, puts it up and in with the left hand again. Cobb to Chaffin. Rinse and repeat for the next 3 years in Baxter. Now Carter on the other end. He sends it off right side. Putting the dribble down, working through traffic, and that's a travel. Possession back to the Bees. We've opened up a 13-point lead. They look good early. Clayton Harris checks back in for Cobb, or for Chaffin, rather. Those snow days, they catch up to you when you're in great game shape, and then all of a sudden you have 9 days away from the floor. Cobb off the dribble for 3, in and out, no good. Clayton Harris put back, no. Tips it back in, saves it, but it goes right to Isaiah Verge. Here they come the other way in transition with Looper. Looper runs into Cobb, throws up the runner, good. Nice finish for Jaden Looper, or Loper. It's pronounced Loper in the gym. It's L-O-L-O-O. I'll try to figure it out, as that one is a tip pass, went off of Turnbow last, so possession back to Oakland on the turnover. 6:11 to go in this second quarter of action here. Driving inside in the lane, skying up for two, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no. Harris muscles the rebound away and gets it to Roberts. Huddleston ahead to Cobb. Ty Cobb. Hezzies now drives in, spin around shot, and that was sick. He flipped it with his hands off the glass and in. Well, he couldn't see it on camera, but that was awesome. Spun it like a top off the glass. Verge gives over right side. Now a flip pass across. Tipped by Roberts, but finds the target. Now it's poked by Turnbow. Now numbers if they hurry. Ahead to Cobb. Get your cameras ready. Ty Cobb just finger rolls it in instead. The crowd got ready. I got ready. And Cobb just says, nah, not this time. I'll just put it in. 15-point game. He's got 8 in the first half. Over to Verge. Now a flip pass back the other way. Top of the circle. Working it inside. Now back out. Slicing through the defense. Now that one tipped by Turnbow again. Branson Turnbow making his impact known. Ahead to Cobb. Cobb. Now Roberts. Back to Turnbow. Roberts gets free. He lines up the triple. Triggers. That one no good, but the rebound comes right back to him. Back to Turnbow. Turnbow slices in. Throws it up with the left hand. No too strong. Rebound down. Grabbed by Haggard. Haggard with speed into the front court. He sends it over into the corner. 3 ball up. That one no good. Rebound down. And it's going to go against Carter as Cobb had the box out and Carter went up and over. Some of these Bees need a breather. You can tell they're gasping for air. And Coach McWilliams recognizes it, and the coaching staff sends 3 subs into the game. Turnbow, Huddleston, and Cobb come off. Torrance, Chaffin, and Bush come in. Upperman's lead is up to 15, 24-9 here with 4.5 to go in the second. Roberts, he sends it to Harris, now back to him. It's the big lineup for Upperman with Harris and Chaffin both on the floor. Bush inside, what a feed to Chaffin again, and Bronston Chaffin has 10 points in the first half. He's got 8 in the second quarter. And we're only midway through the frame. Pass goes over right side, Cobb. Cobb, baseline drive, picks up his dribble. Now back out. Looper. Left side drive shot thrown up. Harris with great defense. Looper probably had a little acting job on that one. No call. Torrance wide open in the mid-range. He triggers it. No good. Rebound tip. Chaffin has it. Chaffin turnaround shot. No. Rebound down again. Ricochets over to Carter. Avery Carter with a cross-court pass ahead to Looper. Looper drives into the baseline, throws up the shot, no. Gets his own rebound, second chance, the foul. He doesn't fall. This one going to go on Jack Torrance, his first. Trip to the line to shoot 2 upcoming here for Oakland. Looper to the line. 3.5 to go in the second. First one is up and no good. Oakland just struggling to make shots right now from anywhere on the floor. Upperman's defense has something to do with it, but the rest is there as Helms sprints over to the table. He's about to check in. Second one no good as well, and that one a box out. Who's it going against? Yeah, it's going to go on Verge as Harris had the positioning and Verge tried to get up and get that rebound. Just the second personal, or his first, I should say, second team foul as Helms checks in for Clayton Harris. Upperman going 9 deep so far in this game. Colton Johnson could get in at some point. They could go 10 for sure. Bush over to Helms. Left side Torrance. Chaffin wants it. Now he has it. Turnaround shot with the left hand. No. Rebound down. Helms tries to tie it up, but able to muscle it away is Oakland. Here they come in transition. Little flip pass over to Carter. Extra pass went right to Braden Roberts. Roberts is bumped and fouled. This will be the third team foul against the Patriots with 3 minutes to go in the second. 2 it goes against. It's going to go on Avery Carter. It's his first. Make it his second. My apologies. And a timeout call by the Patriots. It's a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. 3 minutes to go in the second. It's a 17-point Upperman lead. Don't go anywhere.
Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Tonight's broadcast is presented by Nick's Restaurant. Family owned and operated in the Upper Cumberland for over 50 years. Nick's Restaurant is proud to support Upperman Athletics and us here at UCR. Prime rib, salads, steaks, sandwiches, ice cream pie. I don't know what else I need to say to you to get you to go out and check out our friends at Nick's Restaurant. New starting lineup has worked for Upperman. They've rotated in a whole bunch of different lineups, though, as they lead by 17, 26-9. Cam Bush with the basketball. He's back in. Chaffin has positioning, and he has maybe 2 more. No, it doesn't fall. He's had a bunch of looks. Several have fallen, but a couple more haven't. Helms back out to Torrance. Torrance works it over to Bush. Bush going to float inside now, kicks out to Isaiah Helms. Helms spins it back to Cam Bush. Bush finds Braden Roberts. Roberts back to Bush. Now Helms looking in for Chaffin. Chaffin, he's feeling confident inside. Sends it back out to Roberts. He lines up the triple. No. Rebound down. Fought for. Tied up. It's going to be a jump ball. Shot won't count. It was simultaneous possession, and it'll go back to Oakland. Ty Cobb back in. Evan Huddleston back in. Branson Turnbow about to come back in. Turnbow got there too late, so he'll have to wait. Looper with it. Sends over left side. Verge. Now Wiley. Looper. Stick around during the Happy Hiller halftime show. We'll be joined by Lady B head coach Dana McWilliams. Talk about their game, maybe a little bit about the game tomorrow against White County. Torrance has it now after a turnover. Torrance gives over to Cobb. Cobb, extra pass to Huddleston. Lines up the corner 3, money. Evan Huddleston with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. And the Bees are rolling on the road after an extended layoff. They're up by 20. Left side over Verge. Verge drives, and now it's going to be a whistle and a charge. Chaffin takes it, and it'll go the other way. This one goes on number 3, Isaiah Verge. That's his second personal. Chaffin going to get a breather after taking that shot. Turnbow in for him. Huddleston, Cobb, Turnbow, Helms, and Torrance, the 5 on the floor for the Bees. Helms with it. Upperman wants to open this up so that they can rest some players like Cobb and Chaffin and Harris ahead of tomorrow's matchup with Sparta. Cobb with it. There's a log jam at the top of 7 AAA right now. Is that one in and out? No good. Helms with an offensive rebound. The putback up. That one no good. Rebound down to Carter. With Sparta's loss last night at Livingston, Stone has 1 loss in the district. Upperman has 1 loss in the district, and Sparta has 1 loss in the district. It is going to shake itself out, but all these games have a whole lot of meaning to them when you consider the top 2 teams get a bye in the first round of the district tournament, which clinches a spot in the region. 3 ball up, that one no good. Rebound down to Turnbow. 2 points in the quarter so far for the Oakland Patriots on their home floor. Turnbow back to Cobb. Cobb starts to drive, now finds Huddleston. Huddleston 1 dribble back to Ty Cobb. Cobb to Torrance in the corner. Torrance works it back out with a left-handed dribble. Turnbow over to Huddleston. Cobb inside posting up. Turnaround shot. He is fouled, and Cobb going to look to get it rolling at the free throw line. Hasn't been able to make one yet. He returns to the Sonia Brown American Way Real Estate free throw line. That one goes on Bryant Haggard, his first personal. Team's 5th, but 20.6 seconds to go in the half. Shouldn't loom too large, that bonus. First one is good for Cobb. 9 points so far for the freshman phenom. Make it 10 as that looked more familiar. He calmly puts both through. Chaffin going to check in for Cobb. here for what is potentially the last defensive possession of the second quarter. Looper gives off left side. Martin. Back to him. 10 seconds. Looper working against Jack Torrance. Now sends it over left side. Lining up the three, Martin. That one good. Falls through. Cavanier Martin ends it with a three for Oakland, but a dominant first half for the Bees is in the books. After two, they lead 31-12. We'll be joined by Dana McWilliams when we come back. You're watching Upperman Basketball, presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Hone and develop your skills on the court with professional basketball player development from Legacy Athletics. Call 931-303-3356 or follow them on Instagram at Legacy_Athletics or on Twitter at JWinningham25 for more information today. Legacy Athletics, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Everything you need in a new home. This new construction open split bedroom plan in the Honeybrook subdivision has 1,560 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and features a tankless water heater, natural gas heat, and central air. And a new price of $304,900. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581.
Landers Trade, your home solution store at 250 East Stratton Avenue in Monterey. Landers Trade is your home for Milwaukee, Blackstone, and Rocky Boots. 250 East Stratton Avenue, Monterey, your home solution store.
Welcome back. It's time for the Happy Hiller halftime show. Visit happyhiller.com to see how our friends at Hiller can help solve your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical problems today. It's happyhiller.com. At the break, it's all Upperman. They lead Oakland 31-12, trying to sweep the doubleheader because the Lady Bees victorious earlier on tonight, 48-35. And we're joined now by Upperman head coach Dana McWilliams. Coach, thanks as always. And we kind of saw each other in the hall after. I was like, hey, Taylor DeLuncci scored 3 points and he won a basketball game by 13. I didn't think she had a bad night.
No.
Gracie Butler had a great night, but you got to win, got to be good to come out after that unanticipated break and get a road victory.
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought Taylor played well all game long. You know, she didn't take many shots tonight because we were able to get to the rim. There was mismatches that we felt different places where we could get to the rim. I thought Gracie obviously got to the rim well, stepped out and shot the three, but you know, and she did a lot of good things. She turned it over a couple of times. I said, Gracie, there's other people out there that don't want you to take the ball. Know where they are, please. But no, she had a great game. But I thought, Cora Bass and Ava, I thought they did a great job penetrating tonight and really breaking down the defense for us. I thought that was a big factor in a lot of things tonight.
Now that the game is over, do you feel like that was a good game for you to have before jumping back into district play? Obviously a couple of tough ones after a weird break that nobody was anticipating to happen, because I know sometimes it can be a blessing or a curse to play a back-to-back like this.
Yeah, we'll see tomorrow.
True. Fair.
I don't know.
Fair.
I don't know. They had to play last night. We had to play again, and we've talked about this over and over. But I think coaches worry about it way more than kids do.
Yeah.
I think the kids are resilient. They're ready to play. They're ready to play whenever you say game time. So, it will be a quick turnaround, and we do have school tomorrow. So, we got to get back used to that also. But, we'll go in tomorrow and try to get a scout on White County, and we know what to expect at White County. We know that, they're a really talented team. So we're not expecting anything but, just a battle from start to finish with them. But I think it's good. We were definitely glad to get back in the gym, I can tell you that.
Matchup-wise tonight, they presented some interesting things. Obviously, a lot of pull. She's going to James Madison, and they're really long with their guard. How good was it to play a team that is kind of different structure-wise than some of the teams you play in 7-triple-I?
Yeah, we like to do that. If you notice, we travel a lot. We try to go different places. We like to see different things and kind of sometimes that helps you decide or figure out and pick out maybe what your weaknesses are, what you need to get better on, because sometimes you get in that same mode if you kind of play teams that are similar, and so you don't really try to challenge yourself to be better at different things. And so I thought tonight is one of those games, and we try to find some games like that, and it was great to be able to play Oakland. Of course, to me, it was a much better Oakland team tonight than when we played them early. I don't think Cool played the first time that we played.
Yeah, a couple of players who I thought did really well. We mentioned Gracie, but off the bench, Cora and Ava, and they're continuing. Ava especially, I think we kind of expected it out of Cora, at least I did, to play that role. Ava's kind of really emerged as an important piece. How good is it to have that depth at the guard spot against teams that pressure like this?
It's really nice. Both of them handle the ball so well. They can finish around the rim. Ava is a great defender too, and just brings that toughness, that little edge that you need. She brings that to our team, and Cora tonight, Cora's pretty crafty with the ball. She knows how to get to the rim and knows what to do. And we've kind of been waiting on Cora this year, and to try to get going. And we try to be patient with them a bit tonight. But I think probably in the past month we've seen a lot of improvement, and really proud of both of them. They're hard workers. They compete hard against each other in practice every day, and you love to see that. And I just really proud of our team. I just think we have some options, and we've talked about that at the beginning of the year, that maybe having those options in different people, different games, step up and show up. And so that's the fun part about coaching and being able to coach these kids. These kids are a lot of fun. I enjoy them.
No, you kind of hit on it, but of course you turn around tomorrow and you get a big district game in Sparta tomorrow night. That's also a different kind of Sparta team. They're big. They're really good at 20-2. What are just surface level, some of the things, challenges that a team like that can possess?
Yeah, we're probably total opposites, I would guess, on the team. I mean, we know that they've got a lot of size. They got good shooters. They're going to be good both inside and out. They got a lot of good length. So they do a whole lot of good things. But when you go through our district and we talk, you can go down the row and you can say that about every team. I wish there was a game where I could say, oh yeah, we'll probably win that one. But that's not necessarily how you feel in any game through our district. And so we know we got a lot of respect for White County and what they do and their program. And so we're looking forward to a battle.
I know I'll be there. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow night. Coach, thank you as always. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
The Crossroads Auction Group are the Upper Cumberland's auction experts. As a full-service auction company, they take your stress away every step of the way. Servicing the entire Upper Cumberland, the Crossroads Auction Group gets your property ready from cleanup, setup, picture taking, up to the auction and beyond. They handle all auctions from estates, residential, farms, land, commercial, and everything else. For more information, visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com or call 931-644-7149 today. The Crossroads Auction Group are proud sponsors of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Operation Rudolph, does it go?
Go.
I see Rudolph! Light the runway! Santa's never gonna find us.
Oh, yes, he will.
Merry Christmas!
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is also home to the UCR Coaches Show on Tuesday nights. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back as we open up the second half. It's 31-12. Upperman out on front over Oakland. I'm Noah McKay. Madison McKay producing things for us. Thanks again to Danny McWilliams, as always, very gracious with their time to come up here. These coaches do not have to do that. They do, and I certainly appreciate it, as I'm sure all of you do as well, to kind of pick their brains and see how they're feeling after a win. 10 points apiece for Ty Cobb and Bronston Chaffin in the first half. It was all bees. They lead 31-12. Wasn't a perfect half, but they'll take that score. Ranson Turnbow drives in off the glass, good for two, and they're picking up right where they left off. This is up to a 21-point Upperman lead. Quickly ahead, here comes the Patriots of Oakland from behind the goal. That shot nearly fell, but no good. Turnbow with a rebound. Ahead to Braden Roberts. Roberts going to line up the three off the dribble. Good. Asanya Brown with American Way Real Estate three. The second of the game for Braden Roberts. He's in rhythm. Just confidently stood up and threw that shot in. That one good in transition. Nice finish for Avery Carter. Cobb sends it ahead to Harris, and Upperman strikes back potentially, but it didn't fall through. Put the cart before the horse. My apologies. Rebounded by Carter. Here come the Patriots the other way. Shot put up. Good and one. Clayton Harris going to get called for his third personal, and Verge finishes. Wonder if that prompts number 23 to the scorer's table with those three fouls. Verge with the finish, 4 straight for the Patriots. Could make it 5 if he buries this. Flies it away, and it's good. No sub yet. But the depth Upperman has, you can kind of, especially with a 19-point lead, you can leave a guy like Clayton Harris out there, a senior. He knows what he's doing with those three fouls. Cobb going to line up the three. That one no good, rebounded by Carter. And 5 straight points here for the Patriots, and they have the basketball. Carter lost his footing, and it's a travel. And that's unfortunate. Just a slick spot on the floor. He's a little frustrated with it. Not sure if it's a slick spot or he just lost traction, but either way, it goes back to the Bees. All the Bees wearing the same shoes. The Patriots are not. I think a little bit different traction. Roberts picks up his dribble. Going to hand off to Turnbow. Turnbow looks over to Harris. Harris looking back door. It's knocked right back to him. He gets it back. Harris now inside. He's going to put up the little jumper. No. Rebound down. Upperman's gone a little bit cold here over the last minute. Working it ahead, Loper. And it's Loper, not Loopers. My apologies. Just pronounced it phonetically as that three ball's up and good. Isaiah Verge, he's heating up. He's got 6 points already in the quarter. And back to a 16-point game. Bronston Chaffin's at the table for the Bees. Turnbow finds Cobb. Cobb activates inside, now back out Turnbow. Turnbow slices through, gets open, and buries it for 2. Nice take, little carry step through, and finishes it nicely for Turnbow, the junior. And in the front court, Hager. Little shot fake. Defender runs by. 3 won't fall. Rebound. Verge has it, and he is hit in the air by Roberts. First personal on Braden Roberts. Going to be the second team foul against the Bees. Inbound, sent around, now top of the circle, looking back door, open Verge. He's really feeling it, and he gets fouled. Isaiah Verge going to go to the line as Chaffin checked in for Harris. So third team foul already against the Bees in the opening 3 minutes. Cam Bush called for his third personal. It's all Livingston over on UCR2. They're rolling past Clark Range 62-29. First one falls through, good for Verge. Over on the main page, Pickett County leads Clay County 50-42. 2 for 2 for Isaiah Verge. It's all Cookville over on UCR4. They're hammering Wilson Central. Number 1 ranked team in the Upper Cumberland, continuing to show why. Right side Huddleston, now Bush. Little shot fake for Cam Bush, back to Huddleston. Huddleston over to Bush. Bush now to Cobb. Cobb drives into the low block. Little turnaround, hands off to Roberts, who gets free for 2. Nice job of off-ball movement by Braden Roberts. Cobb finds him for the assist. Back to an 18-point game. On the other end, that 3-ball, no. Rebound down to Chaffin. Chaffin with his eyes up. He's running the floor. Shields off the defender. And now gives back to Huddleston. And over to Bush. Bush picks up his dribble, finds Ty Cobb. Cobb with room to operate, sends it left wing side Roberts. Now Chaffin floated down the baseline. He has it. Chaffin, little fadeaway shot in the mid-range, no. Bush fighting for the rebound. It's loose, and the Patriots come away. There's Verge again. He lost handle on it. And now Roberts pokes it free from behind. And now Roberts out the give from Bush, puts it in with the left hand. Great effort play by Roberts. Forces the steal, then accelerates the other way. Gets the pass and makes no mistake. 20-point game. Here's Carter. Little mid-range jumper up. That's no good. Chaffin with another rebound. Bronston Chaffin officially on double-double watch tonight. Roberts lines up from the top of the circle. Now back into Chaffin, who gets free. Bronston Chaffin off the glass for 2 more. 12 points tonight for Bronston Chaffin. 3.5 to go in the third. Upperman has doubled up Oakland again. It's 44-22. Now into the corner, back out. They floated over to Loper. Now Verge. Reverse pass to Cobb. Carter from just inside the 3-point arc. Reverse pass back to the top of the circle for Haggard. Haggard spins, steps through, throws up the shot over Cobb, and good. That's a nice finish for Bryant Haggard. 4 points tonight for him. As we near 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. The Bees looking to win their 5th game in a row, looking for number 16 on the season as Bush drives, picks up his dribble back to Roberts. Now Chaffin has the lane, tries to Euro step through, puts up the jumper, good. Bronston Chaffin playing with a lot of confidence right now. 14 points. Loper gives over to Verge, now left side Haggard. Haggard drives baseline and a foul called on Roberts. Be the second personal on him. 4th team foul against Upperman with 2:36 to go in the third. Jack Torrance back in for the Bees. He's coming in for Braden Roberts. Tomorrow night on the main page, Upperman travels to White County to take on the Warriorettes and Warriors on UCR2. Cookville hosts Laverne. Girls game's at 6, boys game to follow as Huddleston tips that pass and steals it away. Sends it ahead to Chaffin. Bronston Chaffin goes in strong, too strong, no good. Loper with the board. Loper, little no-look tip pass left wing side. Now back across. That one got blocked by the rim, and it ends up being a rebound for Chaffin instead of a steal for Chaffin. Over to Cobb. Alley-oop to Bronston Chaffin, but he's too far underneath the goal. No good. Get away with that in a 22-point game. Now inside here, turnaround shot. That one rims around, no good. Cobb with the rebound, and he sends it ahead to Chaffin. Chaffin over to Cam Bush, who puts it in for 2. Tic-tac-toe passing. Cobb to Chaffin to Bush. First points tonight for the senior Cam Bush. Now left side over Verge. Verge drives the lane, throws up the runner. No, we're seeing a lot of isolation basketball right now. That pass ahead, Cobb runs it down. Now Ty Cobb accelerates to the baseline, works it around to Jack Torrance. Torrance back to Cobb, inside Bush. One dribble, Cam Bush off the glass, good for 2 more. This one's about to get out of hand. A 26-point lead for the Bees, and Oakland not exactly playing high-energy defense right now. Right side pass. Now they send it over to the baseline, working inside, little mid-range bunny, good for 2. Chris Montalegre, I should say, finishes that one, and Bobby McWilliams calls timeout as Colton Johnson and Isaiah Helms were at the table about to check in. 30-second timeout, so once again we have those 2 doubleheaders for you tomorrow. And we'll go through Thursday night. We've got the UCR Coaches Show presented by Fire and Vine. That's where we'll have the next UC Top 5. On Friday night, a busy night. Cookeville travels to Stewart's Creek. Cumberland County takes on Livingston in a big 7 AAA matchup. Stone travels to Upperman, and York will go to Watertown. Of all those games for you. Also looks like we'll have some action on Saturday, working on the logistics for that. There's a couple of games happening in the middle of the day, some more in the evening, so we'll look at it and figure out where we will be. 1:03 to go in the third quarter out of the timeout. The Bees are up by 24 here on the road after 9 days off unexpectedly, and that, of course, bit everybody. So I think you're going to see maybe some weird results tonight, maybe some closer games than you thought as teams get back into the flow of things. That one somehow tips out to Huddleston, who triggers the 3, no good. Rebound kept in by Branson Turnbow. Turnbow feeds it out to Huddleston. Now Torrance. Johnson, Turnbow, Helms, and Huddleston. 5 on the floor as Torrance throws up the shot, and he is fouled. Jack Torrance going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. Good sign of sportsmanship there for a couple of Patriots to help Torrance back up to his feet. First one for Torrance is no good. But the only thing that hasn't gone right for Upperman tonight, the free throw line has not been very favorable to them. In fact, they only have 2 points from there all night long. They get 3 as Torrance splits his. Now that one going to be stolen away by Huddleston. He looks back over to Turnbow. He skies up for 2 more. Branson Turnbow has 6 points in the quarter. And with 25 seconds and counting to go in the third quarter, this one is close to over. Kick out pass, long 3 ball on the way. That one no good. Rebound down to Colton Johnson. Now a fight for it. We're going to have a whistle and a jump. The possession arrow belongs to Oakland. Score update. Cookeville leads 66-36 at the end of 3. Livingston Academy scored 61 points in the first half over on UCR2. It's a pretty good scoring output for the Wildcats for a game, let alone at a half. Now driving into the lane, shot put up for Haggard. That one good. Nice finish for Bryant Haggard with 2 seconds to go. Turnbow puts it up. It'll fall short, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. After 3, it's Upperman 53, Oakland 28. You're watching Upperman basketball, presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and planks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
Welcome back as we enter the fourth quarter. Upperman leads Oakland 53-28. Here as the Bees look to get to 16-4 on the season, and then they will turn their attention towards a showdown tomorrow night in Sparta against the White County Warriors, led by Trip Pinion and a host of electric young players. There's a log jam, as I mentioned, at the top of 7 AAA. Stone, Upperman, and Sparta each with 1 loss in the district. As Torrance goes over to Johnson. Stone has beaten Upperman. Sparta has beaten Stone as Cobb drives baseline up and under. Good. Ty Cobb has 12 points tonight. So if Upperman, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, were to beat Sparta, they'd all have beaten each other, and then they're all going to play each other one more time. Upperman and Stone get together on Friday night. It's a huge 2-game stretch when you look at the district for Upperman. They could find themselves standing all alone on top of the district at the end of the week. They could find themselves sitting in 3rd, 4th. I think that's as low as they could get at the end of this week, but they could be in 2 very different positions depending on how the next 2 games go for them. 1 more points or 2 more points scored, and this game will hit a running clock as Cobb going to sky up in the mid-range and finishes for 2 more. Ty Cobb gets it to, they needed 3 more points. It's a 29-point game. Driving in, that one kicked over into the corner. Montalegre, that one is swatted. Branson Turnbow skies up to knock it out of play. Stick around postgame. We'll have the South Willow Auto Clinic postgame show where we'll go through the scoring and get to our Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. We won't keep you too long, but it will be worth your time. Now driving in, they kick out. 3 ball is on line. That one no good, too strong. Rebounded by the freshman Colton Johnson. Now on the other end, that shot put up, no good. Attempted by Clayton Harris. Rebound down to the Patriots. Spinning his way through traffic is Bryant Haggard. Haggard step back jumper from the elbow. Good. Nice finish there for Haggard. He's got 8 points tonight. 6.5 to go for Ty Cobb and the Upperman Bees. They work it over. Back right side for Torrance. Johnson posting up inside. 1 dribble, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Yeah, just back that arm up a little bit too much into the gut of the defender. First, they announced it as foul on Bronston Chaffin, but Bronston Chaffin is sitting on the bench. That is definitely on Colton Johnson. It's going to be his first personal. They work it over left side here. Now 3 ball from the right wing. That's no good. Rebound down. Stays on this end with the Patriots. Haggard working on Turnbow. Sends the pass over to Cobb. Cobb finds Martin. He drives inside. Nice feed to the other low block. Shot put up good and 1 for Josh Wiley. His first points tonight. He's going to go to the line to try to complete a 3-point play. 7 different Patriots have scored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different Bees have scored in this game. But a pretty balanced effort on the stat sheet for Upperman. 14 points apiece for Cobb and Chaffin as Wiley completes the 3-point play. Then they got 10 for Roberts as well. So 3 scores into double figures so far. Branson Turnbow hanging out with 6. Cobb drives and kicks to Turnbow. He triggers the 3. That one no good. Rebound tipped up, and it'll be grabbed by Torrance. Torrance drives and kicks to Turnbow on the right wing now. He gets into the elbow, pulls up, no good. Rebound ricochets. Wiley comes away with it. Wiley bumped, no problem. They play on. Haggard with it. Steps up to Turnbow. Hesitates, now swings it over left side. Driving in, now the kick over to Martin. Thought about the long 3, instead puts the dribble down. That one tipped out of play by Cobb. And will stay on this end as Huddleston, Roberts, and Helms all to the table about to check in. Colton Johnson, Turnbow, and Ty Cobb checking out. .5:15 to go in the ball game. Stepping through. Fastball finds the target. Wiley gets free, and the foul will be called. It'll be the 4th on Clayton Harris, and a trip to the line to shoot 2 here for Josh Wiley. 5:10 to go in the ball game. First one ricochets around, no good. Oakland back in action Thursday in their district against one of their crosstown rivals when they travel to take on Blackman. Second free throw no good as well, rebounded by Huddleston. Everybody's going to have a busy couple of weeks. You lose 2 to 3 games, and there's only about 3 weeks maximum left to go in the season. You're going to have to fit them in somewhere. So even if you add 1 game a week, you go from playing 2 a week to 3. As that one's knocked out of play. After a missed shot, it'll stay with Oakland. which means we're going to have a busy month or so. Really, too, because then we get into the playoffs and we go crazy at UCR during the playoffs. Little backdoor layup, no good. Rebound fell right to Braden Roberts. Now Harris has it. Sends it ahead to Helms. Helms over to Torrance. Torrance going to drive inside, now kicks out to Roberts. Back to Torrance. 4:35 to go in regulation. Huddleston lines up the long three. That's no good. Long rebound. Grabbed by Oakland. Here come the Patriots the other way in transition, and there's the foul on the tie-up. See if this is called a shooting foul. It will not be, but it's the 4th team foul against Upperman. It goes on Evan Huddleston, his first personal. Score update, Stone Memorial rolling past Cumberland County tonight in boys action. By the way, Cumberland County erased a slim halftime deficit to defeat Stone tonight in girls action. That was a big game in the girls district. Another close one featuring the Lady Panthers, but it's the Panthers right now over the Jets, 43-19 early in the 4th. Goose is there tonight. He stayed close to home. We did not, as that one's knocked out of play. By the way, if you're missing a cool piece of content, Goose yesterday has an interview up as the 3 ball is up and good. Bottom through for Bryant Haggard. Tony Vitello, head coach of the Tennessee Volunteers baseball team, was in Cookeville yesterday talking at the Upperman Bees first pitch dinner for their baseball team. Interview up right now on our Facebook page if you want to check that one out. Chaffin inside, goes up strong, good, and 1 for Bronston Chaffin. He's got 16 tonight. He's going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to try to complete a 3-point play. Dominant effort tonight out of the Bees. They've led nearly the entire game outside of one brief moment early in the first quarter, where I said in the first meeting, Oakland led a little bit in the first quarter, and then Upperman put them away quickly. Same thing happened here tonight. Roberts gives off left side. Now he has it again. Thought about from the secondary logo. Instead gives in to Huddleston. Yeah, you don't need that long 3 when you're up 27 points. That is not how you do math, Noah, when you're up 25 points. As they kick out, 3 ball is on the way. That one no good. One of these days I'll get that math right. It's 23. It's a 23-point game, 59-36. We've established, okay, as my lovely wife looks at me, that I cannot do math. And because I've said that, you cannot judge me for my math. I know it's a 23-point game right now, though. Chaffin is off left side to Huddleston. Chaffin, turnaround shot, good, and 1 again. Big-time game out of Bronston Chaffin. He came off the bench, and I wonder if that gave him just a little bit extra boost to try to prove a point tonight. And he is making his impact known, and if you're Coach McWilliams, you say maybe point made, but he may be better off staying there if you're going to play like this every time. But that's the luxury about this Upperman team, is I'm saying that in jest, as Chaffin lines up the free throw, no good. Rebound right down to Colton Johnson. Turnaround shot, that one blocked, and it's tipped out. They've got so much depth, and Coach McWilliams has talked about, as they give inside, shot up and good for Haggard. He's talked about the fact that, hey, they've had guys change roles, and it's not the same role every night, and they've done it willingly. It's why they're about to have their 16th win of the season just 20 games in. And so some nights you may come off the bench. Some nights you may start and play virtually the entire game, but this is a team that apparently appears comfortable with that. And so as people can make a big deal about starting lineups and all sorts of things like that, it hasn't mattered when they play like this. As Chaffin again, good. And they want a timeout just for substitutions. Bronston Chaffin, 20 points tonight. And he has a bunch of rebounds to go along with it. Not sure if he has a double-double, but he's in the sniffing distance of 1. And some of the youngsters are going to get action here. Collier Bush into the game. Finn Sism into the game as well. As here, Oakland works it out. Haggard, he's having a good 4th quarter, lines up another 3. That one no good. Johnson lets the rebound go out of play, and it'll go to the Bees. It is a 25-point lead for Upperman. I'm positive about that, with 2:28 to go in the ball game. Now here's Bush. He sends a pass over right side to Johnson. Back over left side for him. So young man there expected to play a big role for them in the coming years. He's looking to get his legs under him here. As Landon Hall drives in, that's no good. A rebound down, but remember that name. There's another Bush coming up in Baxter. Slicing through, the shot put up with the left hand, no for Haggard. Harris comes away with a rebound, and Clayton Harris, the senior leader on the floor, works it over to Bush. Backdoor pass, nice feed to Hall, who puts it in for two. Landon Hall with the finish. 1:48 to go. The entire crowd, the entire Upperman sideline starts yelling sub. Walter Kane going to check into the game, multi-sport athlete. Haggard with it. Sends it over his shoulder left side, a little no-look feed for three. That's no good. A rebound down to Hall. 1:36 to go. Hall working up against a little full court pressure. That one tipped up into the air and a foul is called. Be the fourth team foul against Oakland. It goes on Montalegre, his second personal. That's an all-name team candidate right there, Montalegre. 90 seconds to play here in Murfreesboro tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out with us this evening. Sure happy to have you along with us. Upperman's taking care of business. The girls got a 13-point win. The Bees working on a dominant victory as Kane has it in the corner, flips it over to Johnson, who drives inside. It's knocked out of his hands, though, taken away by the Patriots. Here they come working into the front court. Wide open in the corner is Martin. He lines up the three. That one no good. A rebound down. Fought for and a foul. This is going to be free throws as Oakland has hit the bonus. A little bit chippy, no problem. Everybody's okay down there. Trip to the line coming here for Oakland with 1:06 to go. Elijah Fitz about to check into the game for the Bees. First free throw is no good. Fitz checking in for Landon Hall. If you're on the floor right now, you're saying, please don't take me out, coach. I'll keep playing, get some stats. Second one that falls through as they split them there. Nearing 1 minute to play here tonight at Oakland High School. Beautiful gym here. You got the chair back seats over. I bet if this place gets rocking, it gets loud. My wife's been in here for a few of those games. Bush with it. You know, when we walk into a gym in the Upper Cumberland, everyone's saying hi to me. Collier Bush lines up the triple. That's no good. I come into a gym in Murfreesboro. I'm just the arm candy for Madison McKay. Bush has it. Goes off right side. Now into the low block. That one, Sism with it. Battling through a couple of defenders. Loses handle, still able to have it in. Now flips it over, looking for Johnson. It's tipped around. 18 seconds on the clock here. Montalegre with it. He's going to pull up in the mid-range. That one falls through. Good for two more for him. And that will do it. Final score tonight, Upperman 65, Oakland 41. The Bees come back after a long layoff and get a convincing victory. We welcome you into the South Willow Auto Clinic post-game show. South Willow Auto Clinic, your hometown auto doctors. Oil change, tires rotated, fluids checked, filled. Anything else you need, they can handle it all there. You know that check engine light that you keep ignoring? Take your car into our friends in South Willow Auto Clinic, and they will get you taken care of. Local folks, they care about the community, they care about Upperman High School athletics, and they will treat you right. Tell them that we sent you. Scoring for the game is as follows. Bronsden Chaffin paces the way with 20 points for the Bees. Ty Cobb adds 14. 6 points for Branson Turnbow, 5 for Evan Huddleston, 4 for Jack Torrance and Cam Bush, and 2 for Landon Hall. 10 points as well for Braden Roberts for a team total of 65. The Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game tonight is going to be Bronsden Chaffin. Had a huge impact coming in off the bench in this game. He got 20 points, several rebounds to go along with it, and they are victorious this evening. We sure hope you'll join us tomorrow night live from White County High School Roy Sewell Gymnasium as the Bees and Lady Bees take on the Warriorettes and Warriors, with the girls' game starting at 6. Boys' game to follow over on UCR2 to be Laverne taking on Cookeville. On Thursday night, we'll have the UCR Coaches Show presented by Fire and Vine, and much more content to come throughout the week. Keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for the latest coverage of high school sports throughout the area. Final scores tonight as Upperman sweeps the doubleheader. Lady Bees victorious 48-35, and the Bees round out the night with a 65-41 victory. I'm Noah McKay for Madison McKay on camera and everybody at UCR. Have a great night, everybody.